I clicked live. Happy birthday. Here we go. Live stream. Everyone legally has to wish Hiroko a happy birthday. Or else. Hashtag banned. Hashtag get owned. What? Why is Lexi sending me TikToks right now? Well. Yes, dude. Sandy, say it. You legally have to say it. Or you're banned. No, not that. Not that. Don't. You legally have to not say that, actually, specifically. I hate it here. Hell yeah, free time. Woo! Okay, I decided that the Planisphere was my best present for my new girlfriend. I don't remember if I just got a scene with her or if I'm gonna get one today. We'll find out. Hell yeah, we got a scene with her.
This may sound weird, but I'm starting to think life here isn't so bad after all. Apart from the fighting, of course. I fight because I have no choice, not because I like it. I was always occupied when I was little and never got to play with friends. I pretended to be fine, but I was really lonely deep inside. Can you believe I've never watched a movie with friends before? How can a person make friends or a boyfriend like that? I mean, it's not like I especially wanted a boyfriend. I'm sorry. This is becoming awkward. My movie interests were quite different from those around me anyway. I preferred vintage stuff. I'm really into movies set when humanity was still living on Earth. With an interest like that, it's going to be hard to find someone to go to the movies with me. Huh?
I'll go to the movies with you. Oh. Well, back. Does Omi want another one? Take it. We brought a car, was going stronger, right? Maybe after 5 she'll remember. She'll be like, oh shit.
Wow!
At ease, soldiers. It's time to...
How are you doing, Sandy Beach IRL? We survived another day. Lifetime reading was still 10. Was the killer hiding somewhere? Hiriko's still alive, right? Yeah, she is. It was Shama who died recently. Good. Birthday girl's alive. That's all that matters. I've been thinking more about the killer than our war with the invaders as of late. But who could blame me? I was on edge 24/7 worrying about when the killer might show up next. I guess I'll sleep until it's time to go on lookout. Evening passed without incident, and a new morning was soon upon us. Soon among us. Brum, 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 brum. Okay, what do I do today? Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Do you have your plans figured out for the day? I was just thinking about what I should do. How about you? Nice. I have to do some chores. I have to clean my room before my landlord shows people over tomorrow. Although I clean my room, I really just need to put away my laundry. That's all I need to really do. I'm not going to deep clean it too much. I was hoping to run some tests on the prototype killer shop and made with my dear brother. What, you mean the murderer fly tape you guys were talking about before?
Hey!
But of course, it's an outstanding development created by brother and sister. Sister dearest, you should get a Nobel Prize. So they really made it. When did they pull that off anyway? We were hoping you could help us, Takumi. We want to test its durability. I don't mind, but that settles it. The three of us will team up today. At Ima and Kako's request, the three of us ended up working together in the afternoon. We met up in the metal shop. Ima and Kako immediately pulled out their prototype trap. They quickly lay a large adhesive sheet out on the floor. The construction is very simple, but they might be able to catch them at night or in places with low visibility. Isn't it dangerous to have this just lying around? What if it accidentally snags one of us? That's the problem. We want to see for ourselves, so we're gonna have you pretend to be the killer. Me, the killer? This is gonna get me covered in glue, isn't it? I'm screenshotting this line just for the future. Me, the killer? I should screenshot with Takumi's name in it, though. Okay. For future use. I'm just gonna put that in our DMs. For when we find out that Takumi is in fact the killer. We have other sheets with different viscosities of adhesive that we made in the biolab. We'll go get them, so wait here a second if you don't mind. I'll come with you. Just stay and look after the sheet here, Mr. Sumino. We wouldn't want anyone to get stuck on it. I'll be right back, so please keep an eye on it. With that, the two of them left the metal shop. Keep an eye on it. There's not much to see here. I yawned and looked around absently. As I did, my eyes just happened to land on the locker. The power saw and shoot should have still been inside that locker, but now it stood empty. I set the combination to 6914. 69 for my favorite position, and 14 for the age I lost my virginity. Or number of people, 14 of us in 69 remaining days, they had to try and survive.
Only 9 of us left.
Yeah, man. Those thoughts involuntarily rose to the surface. I stood and stared at the locker, expressionless. It suddenly hit me that Ima and Kako had been gone for quite a while. This is taking too long. What happened to those two? Maybe they had some kind of trouble that was slowing them down. They said they're going to the biolab, right? I'll go check. When I opened the door to the biolab, there was no sign of anyone inside. Where did Ima and Kako? I was just about to ask where they'd gone when I stopped in my tracks. An unpleasant stench pricked my nose. Don't tell me. With an ominous feeling, I quietly stepped further into the biolab to find both of them. They're holding hands! They're holding hands! That's so cute, actually. Sucks they're dead. The dead bodies splayed out before me were definitely Ima and Kako. No shit. Two of them were huddled together in a sea of red blood, their bodies covered in slashes. To my goat and also Ima. I have to revive them. I reached out to grab the twins' bodies, but I couldn't get a grip on them. The blood kept making my hand slip. I can't. I need to get someone else. My mind was strangely calm given the horrific scene of despair. In the back of my mind, I already knew the truth. They lost all their cryptoglobin. There was no saving them. I can only remember fragments of what happened after that. I went to get everyone else, trying not to slip on the blood. Everyone was shocked to see their friends covered in so much blood. There's a lot of screaming. No! Ima! Kako! More casualties! How shameful that I couldn't save them! Not again! Why is this happening? Takumi, I thought you were with them! How'd this happen, man? Imagine all yelling, how'd this happen? What happened? How'd they die? Blaming him won't do us any good. We just need to try and come up with a way to prevent further harm. It's pointless! We're not gonna come up with jack, dude! We're just stuck here waiting to get murked! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Baku, stop! Think stuff won't solve anything. Let's get them to the morgue. I can't bear to see them like this any longer. I just sat back and watched my distraught friends in silence. I wasn't the only one though. Yuriko did the same. Damn it, you guys. I wanted to give Nozomi a fucking another planisphere, but I can't because you're dying. Another day gone. Another one bites the dust. But a burnt. 7 remain. We brought Ima's and Kako's bodies to the morgue, and before we knew it, it was night. Maybe it was a mental exhaustion, but everyone went to sleep before the nighttime announcement. Time for me to stand watch. Changed into my class armor, grabbed a blanket and a weapon to defend myself with. I know that grabbed a blanket, for warmth and a weapon to defend yourself with, but it sounds like the blanket's part of your defense plan. Then headed for my post. Huh? Are you on lookout tonight, Hiriko?
Oh?
I'm standing in for Ima. Oh. Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Hiriko and I sat beside each other in silence. Maybe this was my best chance to ask her what she had wanted to tell me that time she asked me to meet with her. But tonight, I wanted to just wallow in silence while I had the chance.
Oh?
Aren't you scared? Not again. Hiriko was the first to break the silence. Everybody's terrified, worrying they're going to be next to die. Yes, I'm scared. Not of dying, though. Of everyone else getting killed. Interesting. It's almost like you're the killer. I came back to the past to redo everything. To save everyone. But now this is happening. What am I supposed to do? Sorry, Lexi's planning on meeting up with me at Disneyland in a week, which is very exciting. If I died, maybe I'd be free from this nightmare. Does it sound so bad? Akumi. Sorry, that was awful. Saying stuff like that isn't going to help anyone's anxiety.
You don't have to put on a brave face. I'm the only one here.
Hiriko. Thanks. That's nice of you.
Okay. I let out everything I've been keeping locked up deep inside, as if I was talking to myself. Shampoo commercial ass hair. Hey, excuse you, the shampoo is a favorite item of Nozomi, not Hiriko. Hiriko listened to all the feelings I'd been keeping to myself in silence. One second. Night went by slowly and quietly. Oh, okay. Oh, glad I paused for that. I blame it's Lexi underscore. She's the absolute worst. Day 84. What do I do today? I'm pretty sure I was Tsubasa and Nozomi today. Hell yeah! I fucking knew you were here. I didn't even look at my viewer list. I saw my viewer count go up by 1. I was like, it's gotta be Lexi. Anyways. Wait. Oh, okay. I see. This is how to rest now. I sent that to Erica, let her know. I don't want to say anything because I know that the two of us are friends. I know that you and Erica have talked. I don't want to be like, hey, Erica, we're going to spend 3 hours on our final day at Disneyland with my friend. Have fun. So, see what she has to say. But she's at work now, so might be a bit before she answers. Anyways, I'm here with my girlfriend and the girl I'm currently courting. So, let's give the girl I'm currently courting a present in front of my girlfriend. Wow, I can have this. Hey, do you want another one? What if? Hear me out. What if? Wait, no, I need to send you the Minions Nightlight actually, specifically. Here, copy. Image. Lexi. Who would like this? The zombie would like this. Anyways, I sent you the Minions Nightlight. It's sending on Discord now.
Wow, I can have this?
Bond up. James Bond up.
What's your future dream, Takumi? I realize I've never thought seriously about it before. I was always so busy with experiments and training. But if we save mankind by winning this war, I'm going to find my own dream. After resting first, of course. I'll spend some time finally living like a normal high school girl. I'll hang out with friends after school, get excited about Christmas and Valentine's Day and stuff like that. Oh, but I'll need to find someone who makes me excited for those festivals first. I've never given anyone Valentine's chocolates before. What about you, Takumi?
Yeah, we'll do
Have
Lexi.
you ever received chocolates from anyone? What am I asking? I'm sure you have. Sorry for the silly question.
When does your magic key expire? Or did you renew it? I know you're on the fence about renewing it. Yeah, that's what I said. I said the minion's naked. He's so naked. Expires July 11. So you have one more trip after this then? No changes today, I guess. Lifetime total is still 8. I haven't found the killer yet. Last day booked is 4th of July. Oh my god, there's gonna be fireworks on the 4th of July? Red, white, and blue? You're all wondering how long the standstill would continue. Little did we know, a change was coming soon. Bum bum bum. America! Fuck yeah. I was talking to a friend recently who's from San Diego and never really made the connection that there was only 2 Disney parks in the US and only like a few more outside, because he grew up having Disney as a pretty, I mean, he only went a handful of times, but you know, he didn't realize that it wasn't somewhere that was like drivable for everyone in the US. Everyone's already up. I should go for breakfast.
Huh?
Here I am in the cafeteria, but there's nothing I want to eat. So I think we have everyone here. I should have been hungry, but even with food in front of me, I couldn't work up an appetite. Guess I'll just force down some pudding or something. I set up to do exactly that, only to find Kyoshiko standing in front of the refrigerator with a dumbfounded look on her face. That was a pretty dumbfounded look on her face. That's a really good look. What's up, Kyoshiko? You look like a deer caught in headlights. My beans are gone. Huh? My red beans! I put them in a container, but they've completely vanished! Oh man, evil Takumi ate them. Fuck! Oh, this is proof evil Takumi ate them. I was so looking forward to making sweet bean paste. Did you say something about a deer? Did a deer eat my beans? Calm down. You'd be surprised how often it turns out what you're looking for is just hiding behind something else. I peered into the fridge, but there's nothing inside. Every bit of food that had been stored in the fridge up until a few days ago was now missing. Fucking evil Takumi ate all the food in the fridge. What the fuck? That's 100 days worth of food for 15 people. 16 people. Wait, no, 15? How many people are there? Is everyone alive? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15 people. That's crazy. Hey, the food's all gone. How? You're completely stocked up. Did some hungry little rascal sneak in for a midnight snack? Don't look at me. I didn't do it. Not this time anyway. And who? Nobody would do this except you, Gaku. Call him the fuck out. She said, you're poor. Whoa, no faith in me at all, huh? That would mean the culprit is someone not here with us. What's the current life sign count? Hey, don't tell me. A deer flashed its headlights into the fridge and took my special beans. Okay. Go back to Twilight, like the movie. Are you watching Twilight right now, Lexi? Are you watching the whole saga? That's crazy. Not Breaking Dawn Part 2. Definitely a top 4 movie in the series. The only cringe one was the first one. I think you're mistaken, but I think you're entitled to your wrong opinion. Hey, Yoshika, let's be quiet for a second, okay? This is me talking like a fucking preschool teacher. Yeah, the budget's better, but I think the movie's still cringe. As someone who's enjoyed the movies, but enjoyed them because I think they're cringe, I think it's funny. So the killer stole our food? We failed to consider that if the killer is hiding in the school, they need to procure food. Maybe if we stand on the lookout here, we'll be able to catch the killer next time they come to the cafeteria. Nice idea. No reason to be scared if we can all jump on them together. Let's do it.
Oh.
I don't know if it'll be that easy, but it seems worth a shot. Didn't they just take all the food? Why would they come back now? Wouldn't they get all the food and then never come back to the cafeteria? Am I missing something? I know it's the fridge, so I guess some of it would spoil, but like, probably there's enough non-perishable food or food that'll be good out of the fridge for another 15 days. They can be fine. Let's all stake out tonight with our weapons. How about it, Takumi? Yeah, we better act fast. Let's go for it right after midnight.
Oh.
And I'll put some of the food from the pantry in the refrigerator as bait. Everyone's excited, finally seeing a ray of hope. With the weapons in hand, we waited for midnight. Finally, it was time to duel. 86. Okay, you're not in your class armor, but okay. Did they say class armor or did they say weapons? They said weapons in hand. Alright, with our weapons. Okay, fair enough. Okay, everyone's in position. The killer stole all of our food and also the Wonder Twins are dead. Takumi paired up with the twins, kind of against his will, to go, yay! And they were like, let's go try out our new killer fly trap. So they went to the metal shop together. And then the twins said, okay, we're going to go get the paste from the biolab. Be right back. Takumi then stayed there. He's like, hey, wait, I'll go with you. And they're like, no, stay here. Then he stayed there. And then he's like, huh, they've been gone a while. So we went to the biolab and they were both dead. So, interesting. He was the last one to see them. And then also this morning he woke up and he was like, man, I should be hungry, but I'm really not. I'm so full. I'm so full. I can't eat anything. Even though I should be hungry, I'm really, really full, despite it being morning and not having anything to eat yet today. I'm full. And then they opened the fridge and everything in the fridge is gone. So I think evil Takumi ate the entire fridge and all of its contents in one night. A fridge that was stocked for 15 people for 100 days. He just nom nom. Now they're on lookout to try to see if they can catch the killer coming back for more food. Except I don't think that's a good idea considering the killer clearly just stole all the food from the fridge. overnight. So surely they wouldn't need to come back to it today. Surely there's enough food in there, probably enough food in there to last another 15 days, even though some of it's going to perish and not be good for that long. Surely there's enough of it that something will be good. They'll survive for the next 15 days. But fuck me, I guess. I'm sure this is gonna work. We split into 2 groups, both hiding in the cafeteria. I was muffling my breathing, hiding under a table with Tsubasa and Hiroko. That's hot. Also, Akko, you have to say it. You legally have to say it. You legally have to. Sandy didn't say it, and I'm gonna send them to jail after the stream. Who knows how much time passed, all without anything happening. Thank you, Akko. Really helps me out. Maybe they won't come tonight? I was trying to hold back a yawn when... So true! What was that? We looked at one another as a sound suddenly echoed in the cafeteria. Over there! I looked where Tsubasa was pointing, and sure enough, there was a figure in front of the fridge. They opened the fridge door and began to furiously scavenge for food. That's the killer. It's a raccoon! They weren't wearing their usual black suit. Maybe because they were only out for food. We were so focused on the food, they didn't seem to notice us at all. Now's our chance! I glanced at Yagama's team and received an okay signal in return. I waited for the perfect time and then gave the signal. Go! Is that Kurara? We caught you, you murderous blackguard! Yield! Yow! Ouch! Let me go! Don't let them get away! Hold them down! I'll pin them down as they resisted furiously. They didn't seem to have the power saw on them, which made things a lot easier. I'll turn on the lights! That's funny. That's just a little guy.
Huh? You're...
Her eyes were wide as we took in the unexpected appearance of the killer. I am not good, Court, but thank you. I was not expecting the little guy to be here.
An invader? What are you doing here? Please! Do not kill me! Please!
I don't want to fight.
Enough of your nonsense. We shall avenge our fallen comrades.
This guy is not the murderer. Why is he wearing a backpack? Was blood going to school?
Hold on. That thing has a weird device on it.
She's right. What's that?
Wait, don't touch it.
Is it a bomb?
No! If you remove that...
Why has he got a Wi-Fi router on him? The moment Gawk removed the device, we began to hear a strange electronic sound. What's that sound? Is it coming from inside the invader?
No.
Everybody stand back! Suddenly, Hiroko took off at full speed, heading outside with the invader in her grasp. Wait, Hiroko! Hiroko! Confused, we chased after Hiroko until we ended up in the schoolyard. Why did it sound like they were trying to fade out, but instead of using actual, audio effects and editing, they just got a little bit quieter on the mic. The moment she set foot in the schoolyard, Hiroko flung the invader with all of her might up into the night sky. The very next moment...
Holy crap, it exploded!
I love that she timed it so perfectly, despite having no clue when the timer on the bomb was going to go off. The invader soared into the sky and blew up spectacularly, disintegrating into ash and detritus. Detritus? Detritus. Detritus. Maybe she doesn't know. True. Whew. Just in time. Hiroko let out a sigh of relief as she swept bits of the invader raining from the sky out of her way. Detritus, yeah. That's what I thought. What just happened? It was all so sudden. I can't make any sense of it. I got a bad feeling when I heard that sound. Looks like I was right. Wow, your instincts really saved us, Hiroko. Thank you. Oh, it's nothing. More importantly, Tsubasa, what's the organic life count? Oh, right. It's 7 now. I think it was our 1 extra. No freaking way. I did it! The killer's gone! It's been a long road, Holy Jumanji Sword. Oh yeah, that little guy was not the killer. They do 1 damage each, buddy. Now we can finally say we avenged our murdered comrades. Is it really over? Despite everyone else's joy, something was bothering me. Takumi, what's wrong? This feels a little too convenient for me. Is that thing really the killer? Now that you mention it, the person in the black suit and that invader are totally different shapes and sizes. Yeah, even without the power saw, when we grabbed that thing, it still felt weaker than I imagined. Didn't you think so too, Hiriko? I don't really remember.
Huh?
Hold on! You mean that wasn't the killer? The lifetime count went down to 7! That's how many of us there are now! I think it's true the invader was being counted by the organic life detection device. The number went down when it exploded after all. That all adds up. So what are we concluding exactly? I consider the possibility. Still, there is just no way.
That the killer might be one of us.
Huh.
So that's how it is. Wait, really? You're kidding? Don't play with me, man. You mean there's a traitor among us? Among us. Calm down. We don't know if that's true for sure. I don't know that it's not true either. I'm not sleeping with the killer. I'm going back to my room. Wait, it's dangerous to be alone. We need to stick together. Thanks, Sandy. Oh. My words fell on deaf ears. Don't anyone come into my room. If you do, I'll freaking kill you. Self-defense. I'm going to sleep in my own room starting tonight, too. Take a look at the remains from the explosion. Maybe that invader really is the killer. Sorry, I don't want to doubt any of you, but you're gonna have to sleep separately for now. Oh, for the love of murder. What a headache. I hope things don't get any worse than this. Holy Jumanji Sword, you're the only one I can trust around here. This is our only choice for now. Good night. All I could do was silently watch as everyone went off to their rooms. Nozomi, stay in my room tonight. You'll be safer. Tsubasa, stay in my room tonight. You'll be safer. Erica won't talk to us. She's poopy face. That time already, huh? Been a while since the last time I spent the night in this room. After we went our separate ways last night, I couldn't sleep a wink. I mean, you're right, Akko. Now is the chance, but unfortunately, she's stinky poopy butt, so. In the end, nothing else happened, but the vibe between all of us had changed. Maybe the killer really is one of us. Maybe I'm the killer. Bum bum bum. Thrown into chaos by the terrifying possibility, everyone seemed content to stay holed up in their rooms. I guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. I was helpful, but in the end, the cafeteria was empty. So, here I've seen myself. So I've seen the killer. I've seen Hiriko with the killer. I've seen... I mean, Darmi was with the killer, but she died. Nozomi and I were with the killer together at the same time. Obviously, Kurora. Because obviously there's something with Takumi going on, but he can't physically be the body of the killer in the suit. That's correct, Akko, yeah. I mean, other people have heard him. They've heard the killer. Like the power saw, I talked about that before. Kako and Ima survived for a bit. They saw us running away from the killer. And my understanding is the life detection device would count 2 Takumis as 2 different people. That rules out the possibility of there being a second Takumi on the grounds. But if we go off the zombie thing that we're going with in the sponsor route, the killing game route, maybe it's a zombie. It could be an undead person being controlled or something. Oh yeah, if they're taking like they're pulling them out and saying, "Come to the good timeline. We got cookies." Throwing in a dead body in replacement. I don't think that's possible logistically, just because of stuff like Moko's death. We were right there the whole time when she died. And also, we've seen the blood like freshly pool and the bodies weren't cold. So we know they died recently. So I don't know. Curious. I'm wondering if we're going to even get an answer for this.
Huh?
What should I do today? It doesn't seem like there's going to be much teamwork. I aimlessly walked the schoolyard looking up at the sky. The blue sky filled my field of vision. A comfortable breeze grazed my cheeks. I looked forward. I saw that Kyoshika was farting up ahead. And yet, the inside of my head was anything but refreshing and idyllic. I thought,
we can't
okay.
keep going like this. We still have to fight the invaders.
Yeah, that's definitely something, Akko. I see what you're trying to get at there. I don't logistically think, based on what we know of the timelines and the time travel mechanics in this game, I don't think that logistically makes the most sense at this present. But yeah. I was slumped down, murmuring to myself when I felt a strange presence behind me. Is it Veshness? I quickly rolled around, only to see something that made me doubt my eyes.
What? How?
You Earthlings truly do resemble us.
Even
in
funnier
some
than
ways.
Veshness.
You appear to be the commander here.
Commander
Out here
here.
on your own, without any of your soldiers. Unimpressive.
This man is the commander, but how? I thought we beat them all. Who's this guy? What happened to the alarm? What was even happening? I was completely overwhelmed with confusion. Takumi! Takumi, get away from him. Those words finally brought me back to my senses, and I quickly leapt back. How did you get on the premises without the alarm sounding? Alarm? What are you talking about? He said this every time. Bro does not even care about the alarm. Don't tell me he went straight through the undying flames. Are you alone? Usually the commanders bring their minions. I don't like them. They go against my principles. That woman is deranged for using them in battle. That woman ordered me to destroy this place. Hiriko, quickly, go tell everyone we're under attack. Very well. No need to rush. I want to know who all of you are. Now prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons. With that, the commander turned away and put some distance between us. What is with this guy? He's clearly different from the others we faced. Everyone quickly gathered in the schoolyard, jolted by nervous tension upon seeing the lone commander. Let's do this, everyone. It's time for another battle. Jeez, if we have to. Sir Takumi, give us your orders. You got it. Defensive battle, initiate. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What else are we gonna do? Sheesh. Man, look how small our squad is.
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond release!
I'm Dalshaw, Paragon of Warfare.
I am Dalshaw, Paragon of Warfare. I'm an old-fashioned man. I need to fight someone to understand what they're about.
You killed my son Merver. I'm prepared to die.
Come, take up your arms. Show me just who you really are.
Honestly. Oh, we can't even hit him, can we? This is before we have any way to fight him. He's gonna have his shield. We don't have any anti-shield weapon. This is gonna probably be a skip, right? Yeah. He's too strong. We can't beat him. We can't even damage him.
Not bad. As expected for the slaughterers of this planet's heroes.
Ugh, what a powerful foe! It's so hard to counter his moves.
His attacks are certainly formidable, but our attacks are hardly doing anything to him.
It seems like that may be his ability. That might be what got him through the wall of fire.
We can't give up now. Keep going, everyone.
Damn it! I hate work without pay. Let's make this quick.
So this is it then.
Oh, poof. Hell yeah. That was so easy. I'm so good at this game. I get the gist of what you're all about. You de-transformed? Why? Hold on, doesn't this give us an opening? We can get him now. Oh, hold on. What, dude, what's the matter? I wasn't sure why myself. I think I was overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be cowed by the dignified conduct of this lion of a man standing before us. Lion of a man? Gentaro Hungo? I understand you now. You seem a bit different from the wicked and cruel invaders I was told about. I want to hear it straight from the source. What are you fighting for? Why are you asking us that? Coming back from death after death to fight again. Do you live solely to fight in this war? That would make you no different from those abominable combat organisms created by that woman. Are you comparing us to that cannon fodder? But that's how you refer to them too. Cannon fodder, guinea pigs, slaves, playthings. You consider that sense of superiority to be something like wisdom? I suppose all living creatures reach the same endpoint eventually. What are you getting at? Are you telling us to surrender? If we do, we'll all be killed, won't we? I doubt Vestius would let us live. And shouldn't you simply accept death? Stop messing with us. We're not going to give up on life. We swore we'd all survive this. That's what pulled us out of our despair. That's why we... My vision lurched. There was a loud thump. I saw the great blue sky unfurled overhead. I realized what had happened to me. I've been beheaded.
Takumi!
This happened again on a previous highlight too. The moment I heard Hiroko's voice in the distance, my vision turned red. And from red to black. My whole world was enveloped in darkness. It happens sometimes, Court. Don't worry about it. We're fine. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Finally, I can think again. How much time has gone by? My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument, an endlessly drawn out agony suffocating me. And then it all suddenly eased off. Suddenly I was awake. I was in a familiar place, my room. Takumi! Thank goodness you're awake. Are you okay? Yeah, but what's going on? What happened to me? Well, the commander suddenly lopped off your head. Of course, we brought you back right away with the Revive-O-Matic, but you weren't waking up, so we carried you back to bed. What happened to that Dalshaw guy? How'd the battle go after I was gone? After he killed you, he just left. Said he'd be back soon. He just did it for funsies. What do you mean? I have no idea, but I can tell you what he said before he left. According to Nozomi, Dalshaw was the father of the Squad 1 commander, Murfram. He wasn't looking to avenge his son, and everyone sensed there was some friction between him and Veshness. I see. How's everyone else doing? As he's such a strong enemy, we realized we need to come up with a plan or we'd be in trouble. But the others are still scared that the killer may be one of us. Everyone's so tense, we're not getting anywhere. Right. I don't know if they'll hear me out, but I'll try to get through to them. Thanks. You won't survive this if we don't cooperate. Aren't you scared, Nozomi? The killer might be hiding somewhere nearby. Sure, I'm scared, but I don't want to suspect my friends. I won't believe that the killer's one of us. It's easier to doubt than to trust. But we don't know anything for sure. Nozomi is one of 2 people that we can say we've seen with the killer. Nozomi looked so much like Karuha to me in that moment. And at every moment, because she is Karuha. I'm sure Karuha would have said the same thing in a situation like this. Oh, right. The boss said she had something to report to everyone. Now that you're awake, we should meet up with them all in the cafeteria. Okay, let's go. Sir Takumi, you're awake. I was a little worried. I know things are bad, but not like we know for sure you're not the killer, so... It wasn't just Gakko, I could feel an air of awkwardness hanging over everybody. But I was still happy that everyone came to see me now that I'd recovered. Like, theoretically, it would be fairly easy to clear him, Hiriko, and Nozomi. I don't think he wants to do that because then it just narrows the field of people to suspect, and it makes everyone even more on edge. He's like, look, it's one of these 4 probably. But he could pretty reliably prove that it's not him. Good, your head's back where it belongs. Somehow, getting beheaded is not great. It really hurts, actually. You could learn to love it. Want to give it another shot? I'd be happy to help. Working in concert. The fact that it could be the 3 of them. That is true. It could be the 3 of them. But it couldn't be just 2 of them. I'll pass, thanks. More importantly, Tsubasa said she had something to report. Oh, right. I ran some analysis on that thieving invader from earlier. First of all, the device it had on it was a jammer. A jammer. It's a device meant to interfere with electrical signals. It's used to scramble transmissions, radio waves, and the like. Why would an invader need something like that? I'll try to explain. I found a recording device in the remains of the invader. Recording device? Was anything on it? It had everything from voice data to activity logs. I think it was forcibly implanted into the little guy to monitor it. It's amazing the device was still intact. If this house was rigged to explode, do you think they'd also be designed to automatically erase all the data? The signal from the jammer worked a little too well and ended up partially jamming the signal on the remote detonation device. The bomb only partially detonated. Normally would have been completely blown to smithereens, but the explosion was unusually diminished. I see. So that's how some parts survived. So I examined the data and learned a few things, like how long the invader had been in the school.
It came here during the defensive battle on day 21.
That's when we captured Ava.
It didn't want to fight, so it ran away from its unit and hid in the school ever since.
It was hiding here since day 21? That thing has real talent as a shinobi.
The invaders wouldn't just let it run away scot-free. Deserters are usually punished harshly.
That's the one who doesn't want to fight.
That would mean all manner of torture, punishment, and discipline, right?
What's even the difference between any of those?
Anyway, the invader exploded because the bomb used to execute deserters was activated, but the reason it managed to hide out for more than 60 days was because of that jammer. With that thing, it was able to avoid being tracked and blown up by Commander.
I see. So it came prepared.
But when we found it, Gaku pulled off the jammer and the bomb inside of it went off.
Yeah, Gaku, you fucking idiot.
Then Hiruko threw it in the air, and it got blown apart.
So that's what happened. Does that mean we heard sounds coming from the school that one night? That was the invader too? We're talking about day 43? Then definitely yes. It was all in the activity log. Day 43. That's the day Moko was killed. Zomi and Moko came into my room that night. Tell me that. Yep. Third time's coming from downstairs. Yep. That invader is moving around the night of day 43? That means the killer really could have been the invader. Unfortunately, no. I checked the recorder data against the estimated times of the killings, but it doesn't line up. Oh. That's all for my report. I was hoping to find some information that might give us a clue about the killer. And now it's clear the invader was innocent, which means one of us is a freaking murderer. The mystery is solved. No, it's not. Not even close. Yelling is just a waste of energy. It's not like you're going to inspire the killer to reveal themselves. Shut up. We're all going to get killed here and you're lecturing me. Hey, hold on. Is it you? Stop it, Gaku. We're not going to solve this by blindly pointing fingers. So what do we do about Dalsha? We'll have to figure something out between us. We can't just ignore him. We shall all stay here, right? The killer can't strike if we're all together. Let's do that. Any objections, Gaku? Whatever. Fine. After that, we discussed strategies for beating Dalsha. The mood was so horrible we couldn't even begin to decide what we needed to do. In the end, the day ended with no real progress made. L. I'm so tired. The sigh flopped into my bed. My head hurts. It's throbbing. Must be the stress. First the killer, now Dalsha. So much I need to think about, but... Yes, correct. Akko. I don't want to think about anything anymore. My entire body was exhausted. Couldn't even bring myself to move. Gradually, my eyelids grew heavy. Just before I fully gave into sleep, I could have sworn I saw a flickering flame out of the corner of my eye. Who could it be? Who's there this late at night? Cautiously, I sat in bed and waited to see what happened next. It rang again. Maybe it's an emergency. Something might have happened, but I should keep my guard up. Just in case, I held my infuser behind my back as I opened the door. I wearily cracked it open to find... Tsubasa, what's up? Sorry, I know it's late. I probably woke you up. Don't worry about it. Does something happen? Oh, actually, I've been analyzing the remains of that invader for a while now, and I think something's missing. Judging from the shape of the hole, it's probably some kind of external storage. Like a memory card or something? Exactly. Might have gotten dislodged and blown somewhere during the explosion. Or blown up because he got fucking exploded. I thought about waiting until tomorrow, but I think the sooner we find it, the better. They came to ask me. You want me to search for this thing with you? Yeah, if you don't mind, that is. Not at all, but... Hey, I'm not the killer, you know. Me neither, but neither of us can prove ourselves innocent either. Takumi, you literally can. It's okay. I'm prepared to kill you if things go off the rails. That makes me feel so much better. Anyway, I'll get ready. Yeah, goodbye, Tsubasa, literally. I know I'm stating the obvious, but it's really dark out here. I brought flashlights. We're just gonna have to sweep the area. Waza shined a flashlight on the ground and stooped over. I did the same, looking at the ground. Seems pretty inefficient. Yeah, and it's 3 days since the explosion too. I'm pretty sure this is where it happened. This is going to be a long night. I steeled myself and set to searching with Tsubasa. Turned out my resolve wasn't going to be needed after all. There's something on the ground here. Something small and black, covered in dirt. I picked it up and Tsubasa practically lunged at it. Hey! Took the thing from me and excitedly began to examine it. Good job, Takumi! This is the external storage device I was looking for. For real? I thought that would take longer. I'm going to analyze the data on this too. Oh, I can't wait to see what's on it. If they felt the need to blow up that invader to keep it away from us, there might be some important secret intel on it. I'm excited too, but try not to overwork yourself, okay? You can't keep working such long hours every day. Don't worry, I'm done for today. Let's head back. Looking satisfied, Tsubasa put away the storage device and started to walk back to the school in high spirits. We found what she was looking for without anything bad happening. Thank goodness. On top of that, we might even get some new information. My steps are suddenly feeling lighter. I just like her. She's so great and cool. On the way back at the edge of the courtyard, Tsubasa suddenly stopped and peered into my face. So, who do you think the killer is? Which one? What's the last one? Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? I just wanted to ask. I honestly have no idea. I feel like I might not even want to know. I'll be shocked no matter who it turns out to be. Same here, but whoever they are, they can't get away with this. Yeah, I think we agree on that. Wouldn't it be crazy if the killer really showed up while we were talking about them? It happened as soon as Tsubasa let out an amused giggle. Oh wait, that sound! Tsubasa, you fucking dimwit. Scooby-Doo running time. No way! Hey, buddy. Eek! Tsubasa, run! This way! Okay. What if it's Takumi or Edo, one of them, possessing other people's bodies somehow? Thoughts? Opinions? Ah! Like logistically, I feel like that answers all the questions of how this is happening. I don't think you learned shit, Akko. I'm so sorry. Ah, Jesus Christ! So sorry to tell you this. Yeah, there's too much showing that Takumi has... Yeah. There's a lot of implications on Takumi for sure. It's so good because it's not even a minigame. I'm holding a singular direction. There was another minigame we did that was... Okay. Yeah, no, they don't care about the girls. Only Takumi they're after every time. But, there was another minigame where we had to hide from invaders, but we actually had to hide behind items and time stuff, and it was a little bit more involved. This is just holding a direction. How long are they going to chase us? We ran feverishly as hard as we could, but the killer didn't let up. The roof just past these stairs. There's nowhere to run after this. We can't let them get to us. I have to do something. I stopped running up the stairs, suddenly whirling around to look back at our pursuer and kick them with all my might. Yeah, Takumi and Hiriko as definitely is possible. I only think Eito because Eito is like the main antagonist. He was the second sponsor in the other timeline, so he's in my head. I tumbled down the stairs and fell on a heap at the bottom. Yeah! Okay, now's our chance to finally capture them. They groaned in agony, but paralysis must have been setting in because they made no effort to resist. Yeah! We finally got you, just give up. Takumi, Tsubasa, what happened? I heard a really loud noise and... Huh? Is that the killer? We finally catch them? I'll explain everything later. Give me a hand here. Takumi turned around and kicked the killer down the stairs.
They're paralyzed, not dead.
This asshole killed our friends, damn it! Let me at him!
Let me get the mask off first. Ready?
Okay.
Literally. I placed my hands on the killer's helmet and slowly pulled it off. This is gonna be fucking Sigma, isn't it? What I saw underneath left me speechless. Yugamu.
Yugamu?
Correct, Hiriko's not here. He peeled off the suit Yugamu was wearing and brought him to the rec room. He was limp, breathing shallowly, but his expression seemed almost as if it had traces of a grin. We stood around Yugamu as he recovered from his paralysis enough to talk. He kept his cool throughout, maintaining the same composure he always did. I can hardly believe this was your doing, Sir Yugamu. I may have broken rational-matic bread with you, but I have no sympathy to spare. I shall avenge my fallen comrades. The holy Jumanji sword shall have your head. Calm down, Kyoshika. It can't jump straight to beheadings. Why did you do this? What possible reasons could you have? Yeah, it's too easy, right? Say something, Yugamu. I know you're not hurt that bad. Apologies. I was just trying to figure out where to start. Let me lead by saying I haven't killed anyone. Huh? Are you playing games, dude? What kind of idiot would believe that? Yeah, agreed, Akko. Gaku's right. That's true. Why are you dressed like that? Why do you have the power saw? Let me start from the beginning. I'll explain everything, so hear me out. Fine, we'll listen, but you're on thin ice. The killer first appeared on day 16. Maybe it was day 17 by then. It was late at night in the biolab. Takumi said he saw Hiriko get cornered by the killer there. That's right. When we got into a struggle. In the end, they got away, but I managed to recover their weapon in the suit. I was with Gaku and Kyoshika during that time. You were? I was right here in the rec room on the night of day 16. You and Gaku invited me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What were the three of you doing that late at night? Gaku said he found an adult video in the storeroom and wanted to have a watch party. Don't snitch on me, dude. Turned out it was just footage of cute critters. Not an adult video, but an animal video. Yes, they were precious little furballs. Although Sir Gaku seemed very disappointed. Okay, can we just move on with the story? Anyway, I was here in the rec room. We had headphones on, so we didn't notice any noise. Isn't that right, guys? Gaku and Kyoshika nodded. Seemed like Yugamu was telling the truth so far. There's more. The next time the killer appeared was... Day 25, when Ava was killed inside her cage. Right. I had nothing to do with her murder. However... after seeing her dead body, murderous impulses inside of me began to resurface. I didn't remember exactly when I'd heard it, but something Yugamu said in the cafeteria began to replay in my head. I can't help it, man. Ever since I saw her dismembered body, my passion's been at fever pitch. That's the kind of loving killing I've been craving all my life. Not being able to do it myself has got me climbing the walls. I can't keep going like this.
If you can't help me out, I really might have to kill someone.
Ripe with overwhelming lust, I tried to find an outlet for my feverish mania. I believe it was day 38 when I finally found my solution. And I was just about to kill Gaku. What? You were seriously gonna kill me?
Huh?
Yeah, I was seconds away from going through with it. I had a lot of pent-up bloodlust.
Huh?
The moment I saw the fear of death in his eyes, I noticed my dark desire was temporarily sated. This guy's a freak. I think about it, he mentioned this in a conversation we had with Ima. Just remember this, thank you. We don't need to see a flashback for every scene that we're talking about here. What about day 43 when Moko was killed? What were you doing then? I was in my room. I couldn't sleep that night because of the bloodlust festering deep inside me.
Oh.
Then I heard Nozomi's shrieks and the sounds of glass breaking. So I went to see what was going on. When I did, I found the killer's suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. The stuff missing from the locker was in the pool? Why? So Yugamo must have stolen it, correct? No, I didn't know the combination. Right. You weren't even in the room when Takumi set the code. Wait, I was chased by the killer the day Moko was killed. They had me cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got away, but maybe when that happened, they fell in. I see. You might be right, but I wasn't concerned about the details. I had other things on my mind at the time, like taking the killer's things so I could dress up like them. Surely you're not telling us you pretended to be the killer just so you could see looks of despair and fulfill your desires. Sorry, I just couldn't hold back the urges inside of me. I really wasn't going to kill anyone. Just seeing your faces twisted up in despair was enough to satisfy me. Nothing you're saying makes any sense. What was your involvement in the murders of Takemaru, Kurara, and Shoma? Had nothing to do with Takemaru's death on day 51. I swear it. The first day I dressed up as the killer was day 64. The day Kurara was killed. We were on guard duty that night, right? You fell asleep, so I went with Kurara to the bathroom. I sensed the two of you were going to leave, so I pretended to sleep. I figured it would be my chance to enjoy the thrill of the chase. I quickly put on the suit I had hidden in my room and chased you with the power saw. So you were the one chasing me in the hallway? That's right. I chased you like the killer would, and once I had you cornered in front of the defense room,
I finally got to see your terrified expression, filled with despair. My lust was sated. Was it as good for you as it was for me?
once I had my fill, I hid the suit and power saw in my room and went back to the gym. That's all I know. So you really knew nothing about Lady Kurara's death. Speak the truth or prepare to become rust on the blade of the holy Jumanji sword. I'm sorry, but I had nothing to do with her murder. I can't tell you anything. I had nothing to do with Shoma's death on day 77 either. Keep talking. What about Darmi on day 80? Or the twins on day 83? When the fire started in that vaulting box, everyone scattered and ran away from the gym. I smelled an opportunity. You're kidding. You took advantage of the chaos to masquerade as the killer? Correct. I went back to my room, got the suit and power saw, and pretended to be the killer for a second time. I went inside and found Darmi and Takumi immediately. I felt bad knowing it would be my second time doing it to you, but you put on such a good performance the first time. I couldn't resist the chance to see you like that again. In the enraptured look on Yugama's face, I was at a complete loss for words. For so many reasons. Halfway through the chase, I told Darmi to run. I lured the killer, you, into chasing me alone. Yeah. I managed to lose you somehow, then hid out my room until the next morning, but Darmi... I don't know what happened after Darmi got away. Once I lost sight of you, Takumi, I gave up. I went back to my room, changed, and met up with everyone else. Right. The lifetime count was 11 when Yugama joined us. But Darmy was still alive at that point. I had nothing to do with Ima and Kako either. I didn't do a thing to them. Is that everything? You're not hiding anything else. Scout's honor. You might not believe me, but I really didn't kill anyone. You don't seriously think we're okay with what you did, do you? I'm aware I crossed the line, but I couldn't stop myself. Those looks of terror and despair whenever I chased you. I needed them so badly. That's why I kept this from you guys. No other reason. I promise. You say that, but I feel betrayed. I'm not gonna be able to forgive you and move on that easily. I'll accept any punishment you want to give. Torture me. Whatever you need to do. But if it wasn't Yugamu who killed our friends, then who's the real killer? Suddenly, the image of the killer on day 16 crossed my mind. Are they still hiding inside the school? No, that wouldn't add up with the life sign count. And what? Where are they? I'm getting rather lost. What are we doing with Sir Yugamu? I think you're going to have to keep him separated from the group until we find the real killer. Oh. Of course. That should help with my little problem. Okay, wait, so Yugamu has an alibi for the first one. Because he was with Gaku and Yoshika. I've seen the killer with Hiriko and Nozomi. So that leaves just Tsubasa. He doesn't pass out after every one of them, though. Like with Moko, he didn't pass out. I don't think there's a timeline for Moko for it could have been him. I do still like my theory that it's different people, different times. But I'm pretty sure for Moko's death, there wasn't a timeline for it to have been him. Yeah, I've seen, so Yugamu was with the two of them at the same time that I saw Hiriko with the killer. We haven't seen all of them at the same time. But if we're going to go off of it's one person, the only person it could be is Tsubasa. If we're going to assume that one person was actually the killer. Or if we're going to assume that the killer is not someone who's dead now, and that we're fully believing the alibis, which I believe we have no reason not to. But I don't think that really fully adds up still. But yeah. Oh, to be fair, I also did say, wouldn't it be so funny if we saw the killer? It's like she knew that she was the killer and we wouldn't be seeing the killer, but then we saw the killer. What if it was the little guy? Of course, that should help with my little problem. How about we use that weird room on the first floor? We can lock it from the outside. The room with the strange devices when we were at Kamakura General Hospital. That might be the perfect place to lock Yugamu up. Hey, mind if I take the power saw and suit he was hiding? I'll hide them someplace where nobody can find them. No. Where's the proof you're innocent? I don't have any, but the same goes for everybody here. Trust me, I know I'll be under suspicion if somebody else gets attacked. Fine, you can deal with them, Gaku. We'll take care of Yugamu. Small theories I'm okay with, but I'd rather not like get big theories put at me because I feel like it kind of dilutes what I'm thinking. I'll leave in the room with Yugamu. Yeah, also possible. I think they don't want to give Yugamu. I don't think they want to give Yugamu access to a power saw. Even knowing that he's not a killer, even if they're going to truly decide he's truly not a killer, I don't think they want to give him access to a power saw. They handed the power saw and suit over to Gaku, then took Yugamu to the strange room. We put him inside and locked it securely from the outside. Nozomi would be the one in charge of the key. After that, we went back to the roof and met up with Gaku when he'd finished his task. We made sure everything had gone according to plan, then decided to call it a day. Nobody was any the wiser. Okay, so he found the suit in the pool on the day of Moko's death. Wait, let me go back and read this real quick. Okay, yeah. Day 43, Moko was killed. I was in my room. I heard Nozomi shriek, a sound of glass breaking. Went to see what's going on. The killer suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. So this is after the glass breaking, which is after we jumped out the window then. But I jumped out the window, so after we were cornered by them in the suit with the saw. But Nozomi said she pushed them in the pool. I don't know. I can't think about this too much. Shocking development was waiting for us right around the corner. It was Ado. Again. Day 90.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Wowee! It's your 90th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! The time humanity has longed for is almost upon us! We're really in the home stretch now! It's been a long and arduous road. But since you've made it this far, I just know you're gonna be fine! In 10 days, you'll have your happy ending, and all of you will become the heroes who saved humanity! Well then, everyone work hard together and keep those spirits up!
Thanks, buddy. A happy ending? Happiness stopped being an option a long time ago. Anyway, I guess I should head over to the cafeteria. I need to give Yugamu some food too. Why wouldn't that be Nozomi's job if she's the key holder? The only people in the cafeteria were Nozomi, Hiriko, and Kyoshika. Morning, Takumi. Morning. No sign of Tsubasa or Gaku? They might be holed up in their rooms out of paranoia. Maybe, but I hope not. We still haven't worked out our strategy for Dalsha. There's so much to think about. My brain feels like it's gonna boil over. Hey, excuse you. Nozomi probably can't cook. I get that vibe. Neither of them were wearing their regular clothes. Same went for me. I said that awkward, then I heard myself, and I was just gonna let it pass to see if you said anything. We had a little discussion before going our separate ways yesterday. At the end of it, we decided to wear class armor, or artificial class armor in Nozomi's case, all day from now on. Shit was stinky. Everything Yugamu told us was the truth. The killer was still among us. If they're not even showing up on the lifetime total, they might even be a zombie. Before I could finish that thought, I heard footsteps outside the hall. Tsubasa burst into the cafeteria, breathless and with a grim look on her face. Tsubasa, what's got you in such a hurry? I just woke up and checked the life sign count. It's gone down to 6. Only ones missing were Gaku and Yugamu, which meant a search school.
Oh?
We'll start with the nearby rooms. Everybody's sick together. We systematically opened every door in the school, making sure nothing was out of place. No more. I'm sick of it. I've had enough to spare for one lifetime. My heart was screaming with each door we opened. In the end, my prayers would go unanswered. Yugamu or Gaku? No, not Peak! And in the library?
Gaku.
Inside the library, we found the blood-soaked remains of Gaku Maruko. His body sliced to ribbons. An unpleasant stench of blood emanated from his mangled corpse. That was a good read, honestly. I gotta give it to her.
The Revival-matic.
It's pointless. We're too late.
Slowly, the world turned gray. I felt like my emotions died with Gaku. If Gaku's been killed, that means Yugamu's still alive. Let's make sure there's no sign he broke out of the room. We need to look for the power saw too. Sir Takumi, how are you so composed? Sir Gaku's been killed.
All the crying and screaming in the world couldn't bring him back. So there's no point.
Yeah, I have no clue, Akko. It's doom scrolling. Also, is it just me or did that line read by Takumi kind of give off fucking, oh my god, I can't think of his name from Attack on Titan. The main guy. Why can't I not come up with his name right now? Aaron, thank you. It kind of gave Aaron Yeager to me.
Huh?
Are you being serious right now? I'm not trying to sound heartless. I just want this to be over. Let's take him to the morgue. Help me out. Wait, before we do that, look here. There's signs of a struggle. Kirko pointed to a nearby bookshelf.
Oh?
The shelf is way out of position and there's books on the ground. Someone must have moved it intentionally. Maybe Gaku bumped into it while he was fighting the killer. No, there's multiple gouge marks on the back of the shelf. That's not natural. What do you mean? It's highly likely Gaku hid the power saw and suit here. He must have gotten in a fight over them with a killer, resulting in these gouges. You see, that's why he was killed here. The power saw and suit got taken again. Maybe someone here has them. You're suspecting us now? It wasn't me. Can you prove that your hands are clean before pointing fingers, Lady Tsubasa? Enough. Suspecting each other serves no purpose. Why is Nozomi smiling? That bitch. Hiro kind of lifted Gaku's body in the silence. The others came to help soon after, but no one felt like talking. After bringing Gaku to the morgue, we went to the room where Yugamu was locked up. Yugamu's eyes went wide upon hearing the news of Gaku's murder, then just stared down at the floor. No, she's a bitch. There were no signs that he'd left the room, but our suspicion of one another was only growing. She has the Clover disease. Our worst case scenario just keeps finding ways to get worse, and there's no stopping it now. Day 91. Is it a good time to give Nozomi a couple more presents so she can be my bestest friend of all time? I survived another night, I guess. I let out a deep sigh after making sure my heart was still beating. It wouldn't surprise me if I was the next victim. They just kill me too. I was taken aback by the words that left my lips. What was I saying? I need to switch gears. I'll go to the cafeteria. Just you, Hiroko? Everybody's decided to eat in their rooms. Well, I figured this would happen. I summoned a light meal on my tray and sat in front of Hiroko. Now's a good time to talk. You're silent. The only sound in the cafeteria was the quiet clatter of our dishes. And Hiroko calmly looked me in the eye.
I've been killed. Many times, actually.
Oh, we're going there?
Huh?
Would it make more sense if I told you that I lived through a different past? Similar to how you time traveled from yours?
Lore! Yes, lore!
Hold on. This is a lot out of nowhere.
Of course, Court. I do. I always appreciate being a Court movie night. Hiroko experienced something like I did. By the way, Court, since you're here, can you wish Hiroko happy birthday? It is legally required to wish her happy birthday on her birthday. It was also sudden I couldn't follow. Didn't seem to be joking, but I remember everything about the past I saw. Not that it's a pleasant memory. Is that what you've been hiding? Memories came to me on day 3.
Oh?
I was killed, I remember what I said at the end, clear as day.
This was another failed timeline. Just like the others.
Akko, you never played the Infinity series, right? Ujikoshi's first visual novel series. This vaguely reminds me of the start of his first one in that series.
Maybe it was a mistake for us to stay in this school to begin with. Maybe we all should have left. I'm going to do it over again.
Can I trap
as many
script?
times as it takes.
What do you want me to do? That's not a word. History. Oh, okay. What do you want to see? So this seems like this is the on the whiteboard, this is the Killing Game route timeline. Except obviously not the Killing Game route specifically, because the Killing Game route she survives until like day 30 or whatever, and she dies not in a grassy field. We've not seen her die in a grassy field. Unless you count falling off of the rooftop, maybe, but interesting. Maybe this is the choose not to join the invader game, invader hunt timeline. She dies like this. We haven't seen this yet.
I'll bring an end to all of these horrific histories. I'll do it someday. Mark my words.
You've been repeating the past. And failing.
No, she said we should have left. This is a timeline where we did leave. Here, I'll go all the way back because I want to look at this too. Okay, I don't want that noise though. Oh yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. Maybe we should have left. Yeah, this is the timeline where we did leave. The timeline where we didn't leave ended up going on to here, where we got the message about joining the invader hunt. So this could be this timeline here. Just talking about. It's also possible some other branch that we don't have access to or something. I don't know. She's just yapping.
I thought that by staying in this school, history would repeat itself. I wanted to stop that from happening. So I sprayed a warning on the blackboard.
Okay. So that's an entirely different. Okay, so we. That's funny. Well, we were just overanalyzing it. With 2 lines later, she kind of gave it away that that's just a different thing. She wrote it on the blackboard. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting.
That threatening message.
That's right. I wrote it.
Her handwriting is really good, Hiriko. I wanted to tell you sooner. That's why I asked you to meet me that night. The day Hiriko asked me to see her, Nozomi wanted to talk to me that night too. But then Yugamu showed up, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I lost my nerve. I couldn't do it. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It seems like she has different timeline options than we do. You know, like in some way capacity, she's going through timelines at a different order or experience than we have the option of.
You kept this to yourself all this time? But why tell only me?
Unless, well, to be fair, since we know that we should have left the school or whatever, since we know that's not related to the writing on the board, it could still be a timeline we have access to on the leave Ado alive routes. So it is possible that is a timeline we do have access to. That maybe is even possible we could have seen by now. I don't know. I get the impression that we couldn't. I don't know. Very interesting.
I blame my ego.
Hideko.
Sorry.
I was not expecting that though. I mean, obviously we knew she was aware of timelines, and we knew from other timelines that, and I kind of gathered in this one as well that she was aware of stuff she wasn't telling us. Plus, obviously, the wanting to meet that night. Not think she was the one who wrote that on the blackboard though. Yeah, if you don't leave the school, it leads to Gaku dying immediately, and then later on is the invader hunt. With that, Hiroko left the cafeteria, carefully avoiding making eye contact with me. I had no idea what she had to apologize for, but one thing was clear enough. She seems like she's hurting. You've been holding this all by yourself. Memories of a brutal series of events. After seeing vulnerability in Hiroko for the first time, I couldn't bring myself to push her any further. I was worried she might break. God, the more I learn about Hiroko, the more I fall in love with her. Yeah, true, Akko. Except the issue is if I do that, I might fucking fall off a building. The announcement changed. I guess the countdown will begin soon. We got more problems with just the invaders now. Been another day of almost no progress. We still hadn't solved our Dal problem, but there were too many other things to worry about. I can't believe Hiroko time traveled too. Looking back, the things she said and did that hadn't made sense before all added up now. What happened to the timeline she lived through? And why bring it up now? I'm always a few steps behind. My head hurts. And I'm so full even though I should be hungry. And I'm still hungry even though I should be full. And able to get my thoughts in order, I give up and close my eyes. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing's changed at all? And if you close your eyes... Akko. Teamwork I've cultivated with my allies. That's supposed to be satire. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Someone might be there.
Huh?
Verily, so. Totally, right? She goes, don't read what I'm about to type. I can hear her giggling too. As I left my room, I could hear Kyoshiko and Tsubasa talking in the distance. Kyoshiko seems to be excitedly telling Tsubasa something. I wonder what. Did something else happen? Sir Takumi, perfect timing. Can you come with us? Wait, where are we? Just hurry.
The door.
I came to bring Sir Yugamu his meal, but then...
Let's go in.
Oh, my goat. Washed. I'm the only man left. I have to be in charge of repopulating the earth. Ladies, who wants first? We opened the broken door and saw Yugamu covered in blood, face down and lifeless.
Yugamu.
Yeah, of course. I expected as much. Just like everyone else before him, his body was sliced to ribbons. Hiroko, Nozomi, you're here. Yeah, we were the first to hear the news from Kyoshika. You can probably tell, but he's lost all his cryptoglobin. We can't revive him. Let's get him to the morgue right away. I feel bad leaving him like this. Right. We need to make a grave marker as well. But yeah, of these, Kyoshiko seems the most expendable. No one lost their composure anymore. No tears flowed. Even the anger was gone. We just accepted the death of our friend and dealt with it matter-of-factly. We're used to this now. The death of Yugamu was just another part of our day. I don't want to do anything. But I have time to kill, so let's have free time. Lying listlessly in bed, I suddenly realized it was long past bedtime. Invaders, humanity, whatever. I just want this to be over already. Just then I felt a familiar presence I hadn't felt in a while. I sat up and there he was, standing in the corner of my room. Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. I knew it. It's been a while. Right. I guess it has been for you. What do you mean by that? I've been watching you all this time. I know what's happened. You must not remember. Yeah. Well, I've been watching us. We haven't been able to see you. What do you need anyway? You find some kind of clue about the killer? Unfortunately, even I'm not sure what's going on or why. No matter what happens, all I can do is watch over you. Nothing more. Is that what you came here to tell me?
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
Save you? Oh. He knows that we're up to no good. With a sad look on his face, the undying flame boy abruptly vanished. What's up with him? Unwilling to frustrate myself thinking about it, I pulled the blanket over myself and closed my eyes. I wanted to forget reality, forget everything, and find refuge in sleep. The morning announcement hadn't played yet. The sun was only just coming up. Right on cue. Waff waff. The sound! An enemy attack. The Dashah finally here? I don't have any plan for dealing with him at all. Damn it! I'm just gonna have to go. I dashed out of my room and ran as fast as I could and headed to the war room. Be a little bit awkward timing, but I really have to go to the bathroom. I was hoping that I'd be able to do it when he woke up, but I'll be right back. Listen to this banger music for a bit. Anyways, I will not handle Kyoshka slander on my timeline. Diet Coke cracked open. Wait, I need to do it into the mic. Dashah has come. The alarm sounded this time. It really startled me. Looks like he brought some minions with him. This fight is going to be harder than last time. You have fewer numbers and no plan. We're just gonna have to go for it. Do or die. Wait, about that. We do have one strategy we can use. Remember that external storage device you recovered from that invader? Well, I finished analyzing the data on it.
Oh?
No one mentioned anything to me about an external storage device. Luckily, the data survived. I was able to retrieve some confidential information. I learned a lot. I'll spare you the details, but I used that knowledge to develop a bioweapon. Sounds familiar.
I looked into it and found that Commander DNA has some strange cells that are clearly different from regular humans. I succeeded in formulating a poison that
Oh,
attacks
right. This is
those
my first
cells.
timeline. Once I understood the cells' weak point, I figured I should get to work on something. Nozomi helped me out. Lady Nozomi, why? Because the boss asked me to. It's not much, but I do have some experience with medical research. Medicinal research. I'm the ideal candidate for working on a poison that affects the cryptoglobin because I don't have much of it myself. We did make a poison that Nozomi tricked our commander into consuming during my previous 100 days here, but what's the plan this time? We turn the poison into a gas and have Dulshaw breathe it in. We've made a trap we can place. You can position it and activate it at any time using your remote control. I'm gonna find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to get him to stop near it. We'll activate it once everyone's gotten some distance. That should be enough to get him to inhale the poison. Can we pull it off with the small group we have now? We'll just have to try. It's better than standing around and getting killed. You're right. It's very much worth trying. But why didn't you say anything before? Because of the whole killer thing. I kept the info under wraps as a precaution. I wasn't sure it would even work out. It was a gamble. Thank you both so much. Now we just have to find a way to make this work. Not Dalshaw's poison. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want to have any regrets.
Yeah!
Forget about everything else and give it everything you got. It's time for defensive battle.
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength.
Blood of my bond, release! I'm Dashaw, Paragon of Warfare.
It is I, the Paragon of Warfare, Dulshaw. I have come.
Nice. It's gonna give me 4 lanes, or is it gonna give me 1? Okay, looks like just 1. Good. I might have to do this fight because it's so different than the other times I fought him.
Let us begin. Come and prepare to die.
Here we go, everybody.
Those 2 separate orders.
We have to stop him.
Okay, I do get to skip it. Cool. I wasn't sure.
What is this?
It worked! The poison worked!
Let us all strike in unison.
Wait! There's still gas lingering in the vicinity. We'll be hurt if we try to attack now.
We'll finish him after it clears. First, let's take care of the enemies in the vicinity.
Yeah, let's do that. I did it. I will say this does really suck a lot of the tension around these final battles.
Is this poison gas? Incredible. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. I underestimated you.
Everybody, all together now.
Looks like it's time to settle things once and for all. Who will survive? You or I? Let us see what the answer is.
To battle!
I don't want to fight.
Yeah, same, Akko. I was thinking about that.
Help me!
Maybe on some routes I'm feeling like it, but I just don't feel the need to. Especially when, frankly, the battle's going to come down to Takumi's special spam.
So, I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me at last. I gave this battle everything I had. I have no regret.
Hey, girlfriend. Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
Yes.
A disgraceful end. Pitiful.
Rest is stamped onto the commander. And a desiccated corpse with a sneer.
Everyone, prepare to attack!
There's no need to rush. I don't intend
Yeah, she does
to
that a lot,
fight you
Akko.
Yet.
Huh?
I am preparing an event. A ritual, if you will, to usher in my ascension to godhood. Our battle will take place then.
What are you talking about?
Be calm. The time is soon. Wait with bated breath, so that you may behold my birth as the one true god!
There's no way that with how religious the invaders are, that her calling herself the one true god is not grounds for like execution, or at least being disbanded from the military as their commander. Honestly, after seeing her walk away, I couldn't help but think about how fat that ass was. I felt relieved. That too. No, she's not the god yet. She's just going to be ascended to godhood. So everything hurts. I was resting in bed, recovering from our long, brutal battle. We managed to defeat Dalshaw somehow, but time to settle things with Vestness was getting closer. Our only option is to fight. I know that, but even if we beat Vestness and manage to survive, what do we have left to live for? Suddenly the faces of all our dead friends flashed through my mind. Is there really any point to playing out the rest of this worst case scenario? No, I have to stop thinking about this. My head is starting to hurt again. I'm so eepy too. Though that may be from all the fighting. It's too early to sleep, but I don't have any appetite either. I'll just rest here. Deciding to abandon all thought, I pulled up the blankets and curled into a ball. Girl, I wish I could abandon all thoughts and just go to sleep. Eventually, I passed out like a light. Lights don't pass out.
A fine.
Shut up, Siri. Love you, my goat. Join hands with my comrades? There's only 5 of us left. A pointless complaint left my mouth before I could stop it. On top of that, my body still hurt. Exhaustion from yesterday's battle wasn't gone yet. No, I need to get up. Otherwise, the whole day will go by while I'm in bed. I pushed myself to get out of bed, getting ready for the day. Maybe somebody's in the cafeteria. I should go see. Maybe someone else is dead. Is that the girls? Who runs the world? Girls. The moment I stepped out of my room, I saw Tsubasa, Nozomi, and Hiroko all standing stock still. Damn, Akko, how dare you be right?
Uh-huh.
What are they looking at? I followed their gazes until... That's the door to Kyoshika's room. You can't be serious.
Kyoshika? Hey, Kyoshika!
I hurried into her room, already half suspecting what I'd find inside. The Canonical 3. To be fair, Hiroko does die very early on Route 0 as well as my last route. Kurara, Kyoshika, and Tsubasa. Kyoshika's corpse is laid on the floor with a tormented expression. Her body shredded like all the others.
Kyoshika!
Others had followed me into the room, now stunned by the wretched scene before them. It's just like what happened to Yugamu. The killer broke down the door with the power saw and killed her. Wait, wouldn't you be able to hear someone breaking down a door with a power saw? Now that you mentioned it. I saw Kyoshika in the cafeteria last night. We went back to the roof together, so I think she must have been killed after that. Okay, well, no shit. When was that exactly? I think it was around 9 p.m. when we met in the cafeteria. We had a late dinner because of the defensive battle. We got back to our rooms after 10 p.m. I went to sleep right away. I was already sleeping before 9. I didn't wake up until morning. I was really sleepy yesterday too. I went to bed early, but how did we not hear anything? Even if we were tired from the fight, the sound of a door being sawed down would have been fairly loud. Yoshiko would have gotten up and ran if she heard it. The more I think about it, the less that adds up. Let's think more about this later. For now, I'd rather we do something with the body. Yeah, you're right. Let's do that. That is weird. After we brought Kyoshika to the morgue and made a small gravestone, we gathered in the cafeteria. She killed herself. That's it. Lifespan count is down to 4. There's so few of us left. Yeah, it's sad. I don't know what we should do. I couldn't think of anything to say. Too depressed myself to cheer anyone else up. Just one big mess of confusion. By the way, what are you up to, Hiriko? I just wanted to check on something. Hiriko seemed to be inspecting the water cooler in the cafeteria. There's something off about it? Looks fine to me.
Oh?
I'm curious about what's inside. Tsubasa, could you lend me a hand? What do you need? I'm going to find out what's in the water. All of you, come to the biolab. It's in the water? With that, Hiriko exited the cafeteria with a cup of water in hand. What the fuck? Soon after? What is Blood Waffling about? Nozomi and I stood in silence as we watched Tsubasa and Hiriko at work. I was curious about what they were doing, but I didn't want to interrupt. Then Tsubasa raised her head in shock. I mean, yeah. Obviously, but... that's crazy. No way. I knew it. Well, what is it? What did you find? You detected sleep medicine in the water from the cooler. Sleep medicine?
Oh?
The slow-acting kind, too. It takes time to kick in after being ingested. You mean the reason we didn't wake up last night is... because we drank this drugged water. Someone laced it in advance. So they went after Kyoshika knowing the drug would keep us asleep? That explains why I was so unusually sleepy. They really will go to any lengths to kill us. I told you, right? This killer enjoys killing.
Taking their time picking
Yeah.
us up.
I suddenly remembered what Darami had said. They're killing us one by one, savoring each kill. No, it can't be them. Takumi, what's wrong? Nothing, sorry, never mind. And then there were 4. I decided this was the perfect time to start a pop group. I'd be vocals, of course. Tsubasa on bass. Hiriko on drums. I don't know what Nozomi does. I guess guitar. I could very well be next. All I can do is hold on to this terror and wait for the time to pass. 5 days left until day 100. What kind of ending awaits us then? Ding dong. Bing bong. Morning already. I sat upright and barely managed to drag my heavy body out of bed. I'm so fat. I should head to the cafeteria. Gotta make sure everyone's okay. When I got to the cafeteria, Hiriko was eating alone. Oh, morning, Hiriko. Have you seen Tsubasa and Nozomi? Yeah, just now. Everybody's okay this morning. That's good. I can't let my guard down, but at least I can rest easy for a minute. Feeling like I could eat a leisurely breakfast in peace, I approached the Rationomatic, but nothing I want to eat. It's feeling again. I'm hungry, but nothing appeals to me.
Oh?
What's the matter? Oh, nothing big. I'm hungry, but I can't find anything I want to eat. I'm sure it'll go away in time. I'll just have a protein shake or something.
Oh?
Takumi, I want you to go somewhere with me. On a date. Right now? Hiriko gave a small nod. Follow me. If you trust me, that is. I didn't, so I stayed right here and had a protein shake. Hiriko brought me to our friend's resting place. Morgue. They fucking nasty. Not in the morgue! Before me were the remains of all the people we'd lost to the killer. And also Edo. This is maybe the last place I wanted to be. Why did Hiriko bring me here?
Oh?
11 people were killed by the killer, including the commander we took prisoner. There's a clear difference between them. There is? Might be hard to tell, but look closely at their wounds. That Hiriko rearranged the bodies one by one.
Oh?
What do you notice about their injuries? Well, they're sliced clean. They're pretty deep because of the power saw. Look here next. Come, take a good look and tell me what you see. Huh? Just like the others, the next body was riddled with wounds that was dug deep into flesh. At a glance, they all looked the same, but looking closely, I suddenly realized something was different. The wounds on this one are messy stabs. Right. The power saw isn't the killer's only weapon. What? These wounds were likely caused by a dagger or something similar. Why would they use different weapons? That's all I can tell you. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself. Because they didn't have access to the power saw, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, Hiriko! With that, Hiriko turned and left the room. What does it all mean? Back in my room, I was thinking hard in bed. Something was bothering me. A dagger? I know I've seen something like that somewhere. My gaze wandered in search of an answer until I landed on my desk drawer. Of course, a dagger! I remember the diary in the drawer. I knew it. The killer in this diary had the same kind of weapon. I thought this diary was a work of fiction, or more accurately, that was what I wanted to believe. I was thinking, hard in bed. It didn't seem like mere coincidence. Does the killer from this diary exist in real life?
Then who wrote this? And when? How long has the killer been around?
Hiriko must have figured out the truth, but she avoided giving me a straight answer. Instead, she gave me a gay one. There's some reason she feels like she can't talk to me? I don't understand any of this. My head hurts so bad. Bro has no clue. What time is it? I tried to open my heavy lids to look at the clock. It was just before noon. Right, I spent all day yesterday deep in thought. I must have passed out. I feel like I slept too much, but there's no sense in dwelling on it. I should get ready. But Tsubasa's dead. I left my room, but all I did was stroll around the school, never coming across anyone. We were all keeping to ourselves, unsure of who the killer could be. I wonder where Hiriko is. I want to continue our conversation from yesterday about the killer's weapons. She didn't seem to be in her room. Maybe I'll find her in the cafeteria? I was thinking out loud, walking the halls until... Takumi. Hiriko, you scared me. I was just about to go looking for you.
Oh?
Me? What for? It's about our discussion yesterday. I want you to tell me what it means. I thought about it, but I just can't get the pieces to come together. You figured it out, right? Fine. Come with me. to the Emerald City. One short day in the Emerald City. Kiriko took me to the classroom where she'd once written that threatening message.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Yugamo got the killer's suit and power saw?
Huh.
Pretty sure it was the day Moko was killed. Day 43.
Oh?
Right. Moko's wounds came from the power saw, which means Yugamo picked it up after she was killed. In other words, after killing Moko, the killer lost their suit and weapon for whatever reason. They had the opportunity to get them back. When do you think that could have been? After we caught Yugamo and took the things from him. Gaku said he was going to hide them. The killer threatened Gaku into showing them where the power saw was hidden. The library. Then the two of them got into a scuffle and Gaku was killed. With the stolen power saw. Basically from day 43 until day 89, the killer didn't have those items on them. The people killed during that time were Takamaru, Kurara, Shoma, Darumi, Ima, and Kako. You saw the wounds on their bodies, right? They were all killed with something like a dagger, because the killer didn't have their power saw. None of you had noticed. You thought Yugamo was a killer, even though he was just impersonating them. When did you realize this? When we found Takamaru's body. I noticed the wounds on his body weren't like Ava and Moko's, but I couldn't say anything. Why not? Because that would mean the real killer and the person we saw in the suit, Yugamo, were two different people. What's the problem with that? They were two different people. You just told us we might have been able to save everybody they are killed after Takamaru. Don't you think I know that? But still, I couldn't tell you. Why not? Because if everyone knew there was both a killer and an imposter.
Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer. Then they'd be a potential suspect. So I couldn't say anything.
Hey, Hiriko! Hiriko looked down, turned on her heel, and ran away. Because it's me! She wanted them to not be suspicious of me! After that, I tried looking for her, but time just ticked away as I searched aimlessly. I couldn't get over what she said. Was she covering for someone? That would mean she was trying to hide the true identity of the killer. But why would she do that? Was she connected to them somehow? Why? I have a bad feeling about this. Because it's me! Day 97. It was day 97. A new day was beginning. There I was, still lying in bed. What are you supposed to do with just the four of us? We still have to fight Veshness. We're anything but united. I haven't seen Nozomi in 2 days. I don't know what I should do anymore. So true, Akko. The situation has everyone completely exhausted. Doing everything we can just to keep sane.
Help me. Hiriko.
I was calling her name without even realizing it. And I let my listless body sink further into the bed. I slowly closed my eyes. What the heck? I suddenly woke up to the sound of my door being pounded furiously.
Takumi! Open up, please!
Hey, girlfriend! Nozomi! Her voice sounded desperate. I rushed over to open the door. And there she was, her face pale. What's wrong? What is it? Please come with me. Where? Nozomi didn't answer. She just silently walked off. I matched that silence and I walked with her. Walked? She was so desperate. Why walk? Nothing inside of me but dread. But I can't run away. Yeah, I almost said that, Akko. I was brought to the metal shop. Inside I saw...
Tsubasa.
The boss was face down, not breathing, her body covered in cuts. One glance at the profuse quantity of blood was enough to tell me we couldn't bring her back. I found her. The lights had been on in here for a while, so I took a look inside. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was going to ignore it. Hiriko.
Oh?
All I did was find her. That said, I know none of us can prove our alibis. Hey, if the killer really is one of us, why don't we search all of our rooms? We should be able to find the murder weapon that way, and we'll know who's really doing this. There's no guarantee they're hiding it in their room. Besides, what if the killer's deliberately hiding it in someone else's room? You mean to frame somebody else? I'm just throwing out suggestions, but it's not impossible. You wouldn't be able to say it was definitive proof in that case. Let's get her out of here. Once we are done transporting Tsubasa to the morgue, we immediately went our separate ways. Only 3 of us left. The killer was probably laughing at us. I wonder what they felt when they saw us suffer in despair like this. Day 98. Hey, Veshness. Hey, girly. This is Omi Dot, yeah. What time is it? I woke up feeling suffocated. My heavy eyelids opened up to see it was already bright outside. So, Arko, my read is that Nozomi dies, we don't know how. And then Hiriko dies, and we realize it's us. We hear Hiriko's last words. I hate night sweats. Last night, I barely had time to change out of my armor and take a shower before falling asleep exhausted. My clothes are uncomfortable and soaked in sweat. I must have had a rough sleep. Guess I'll take another shower. Grabbing a towel, I stepped into the bathroom. I lathered myself with oil. I immediately noticed something unusual. What? I looked down the bathroom floor to see a puddle of crimson liquid. Or maybe we realized it now. Who did we kill? Did we kill Nozomi last night? Is this blood? How? Where'd it come from? Where did it go? And I looked up at the ceiling. I saw red droplets dripping out from gaps in the ventilation panel. My heart leapt furiously the moment I laid eyes on the uncanny sight. What is this? What's in there? I gingerly removed the panel, trying to keep my heart from pounding out of my chest. The moment I saw what was inside, my throat felt like it was closing up. It was a blood-soaked suit of the killer and the power saw and dagger and a raincoat I'd never seen before. No. Why would these be here? Yo, thank you for the raid, Milky. Hope you had some good Turret Factory runs, even though I know you didn't because that map sucks. There's no such thing as a good Turret Factory run. Oh, nice Neurosaber world record yesterday, by the way. I think that was yesterday. Welcome to the very end of the 3rd route of this story-based game. We're figuring out that we may or may not be a killer. I'm like 90 hours in, so enjoy. Enjoy with us. Why would these be here? Who put these here and when? Don't tell me. Maybe the killer really did hide their weapons in my room, just like Hiriko said. I need to tell Hiriko and Nozomi. Tell them, and then what? Do they really believe me? More importantly, if I hide this stuff somewhere else, wouldn't that stop any further killings? Right. There are only 2 days left. I can just keep these out of the way. I stuffed them all in a trash bag and put them under my clothes at the back of the closet. Now I need to get through 2 more days. That's not gonna work. You know where it is, buddy. For a while, I couldn't find the will to do anything. The weapons and suit I'd found in the bathroom made me uneasy. I feel like I'm going to go insane if I stay by myself. I mean, to be fair, in his mind, there's 0% chance that he's a killer, right? Even though for us, it's pretty obvious that it's him. In his mind, in the closet, true. He thinks it's 0% chance, so in his mind, it makes perfect sense if you hide it somewhere or some killer. But yeah, his closet's a pretty shitty spot, anyways. His logic makes sense if you can rule out yourself as a suspect, which most people can. Standing up on unsteady feet, I left my room. It was already dark out. The closet's very stupid. In haze, I began to walk without any real destination. I found myself in the schoolyard. I sat down on a bench in the corner looking up at the sky. The infinitely extending sky and its glittering stars that once moved me so much didn't make me feel anything anymore. I was jaded. I sat there in a daze until suddenly I sensed someone drawing closer. Here we go. True Court. Eriko stood before me in silence. Her face, illuminated by the moonlight, looked incredibly calm. I felt like I was being drawn to it.
Hey, Hideko. Please. Stay by my side. Just for a moment.
Damn. Bro's going through it. Eriko didn't answer. Instead, she leaned in close. I'm sorry, but this is very sweet, and I get that. But it looks like he's motorboating her. And I just... Okay. He cradled my head, wrapping it in gentle warmth. I could smell something familiar. Sweet, mellow aroma. Was the scent lavender? I could hear her heart beating. As comfortable as if all my anxieties had simply vanished into thin air.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
Comforted by her sweet voice, my heart began to hurt. Intense, uncontrollable emotions were welling up inside of me. This was how I'd always felt towards Karuha. But this time, it wasn't her making me feel this way. This time...
Hideko?
One moment in this hellish, hopeless existence, I felt happy. All I want to do is bask in this afterglow. We didn't say anything as we huddled together under the night sky. And then she stabbed me. Then I stabbed her. Day 99. Vesnus, you gotta show up today. Alas, it was day 99. It happened before the usual morning announcement. Oh, sorry. Oh, she's finally here.
Intruder alert.
I was so composed I even surprised myself. I don't know what the three of us are going to be able to do, but there's nowhere we can run. We just have to do this. What if Nozomi's dead? Nozomi's just mean Hideko and Nozomi's dead? Okay. I guess this is our final battle. If we're all set, let's get right to it. Wait, before we do, there's something I have to give you. This is a bio-weapon that will boost our strength. It was in the metal shop. Did Tsubasa make this? Yeah, that was her last gift to us. We should be able to do some serious damage to Vesnus with this. We can't waste it. Tsubasa, thank you. We'll make good use of this. Let's go. All that's left is to do whatever we can. I accepted Tsubasa's memento and took a step forward, but truthfully, I felt empty. Excuse me. Even if we beat Vesnus, could we call whatever ending awaits us a happy one? No, there's three of you, you dipshit. Of course not. Yachtful. I feel like a robot designed solely to defeat the approaching enemy. Despite the heavy atmosphere hanging over us, we made our way toward our final defensive battle. Battle start. Hell yeah. Should I have played that battle? Like, for story reasons, maybe. Especially because it's going to be so different from any other battle I've ever done with just the three of us here. Like, even our starting battles had, I think, 4 or 5 of us. But, yeah, I had no desire. I would just be fucking doing Impact Stab with Takumi the entire time, and then maybe doing a special and Healing Stun with Nozomi, so I wasn't really worried about it. Oh, that's Hi, Veshnis. Veshnis was calmly walking toward us as if she owned the place. The moment I saw her, my heart started to race like it had never raced before. As if the hemoanima, cryptoglobe inside my body, was responding to her as she approached. And she stopped right in front of us, and we all stood on guard.
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all.
She looks so crazy.
Wicked invaders! Repent your evil ways before your new god! Bow down!
Hi, Veshnis. What's up, OG? Hi, Veshnis.
You're all more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders. How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again. But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily. I will send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill.
Now detransformed, Veshnis looked entirely unbothered, seemingly enjoying toying with us.
Takumi!
Yuriko looked over to me. I knew what she was trying to tell me. I had an ace up our sleeve and only one opportunity to use it. Veshnis was fully convinced the invaders are going to win. This was our chance to turn it around.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Think again!
What's that sound?
I activated the device, expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Veshnis' body. This is new.
What is this? I cannot move!
It's working!
You wicked invaders!
You lose, Veshnis!
You dare kill the great...
I do dare kill the great Gak. Get Owen, liberal. I feel like I really earned that one. That was a letdown. Is this really how it ends? Yeah, it doesn't seem real. We'd won our battle against Veshnis. We were the victors in this final showdown with the invaders. But I couldn't truly smile. And strayed so far from the ending I'd been imagining. To be fair, you did save Nozomi and Hiriko, so, you know? They've said that before, Akko. Maybe not about Veshnis' battle, but they said about other battles in the past. Like, there's a few days where there's battles with no commanders. Like, what the fuck is that? We still have one day left anyway. Keep your guard up until the end. We dragged our battle-worn bodies back to the school and parted ways. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, and so many emotions I hadn't fully processed. The hell with it. There's no salvation in my future. Our 99th day at Last Defense Academy came to a close, and finally... Woo! A new day had begun. The final day. Day 100. I made it all this way. I didn't feel joy, anger, or sadness. I just accepted reality as it was. I stepped outside, the stars were still shining and a pleasant breeze was blowing. I saw the downwind. Nozomi farted.
Ah,
It's hard to believe this place is going to launch a huge missile strike in a few hours. Once the final attack starts, humanity will be the victors in this war, but who cares about that? What about the killer? I never figured out who it was. Everyone knew it was both a killer and an imposter.
Then it would ruin the alibi.
Yep. Wait, does that mean... No, it can't be. There we go. Suddenly, a violent pain ripped through my head. So intense, I felt like my brain was being split in half. Oh my god. Who's there? An unfamiliar voice echoed in my mind, threatening to consume my very consciousness. What is this? What the hell is going on? This is a Deltarune reference. True. Shut up! Stop it! You okay, Lexi? Breaking Dawn Part 2? That's crazy. Takumi, what's wrong? Stay back! Run away! Nozomi, run! Oh my god. Takumi question mark. Not now, Spot. No, stop! Why can't I stop? My body's rampaging out of control. I'm trying so hard to resist, but I can't do a thing. That's your job. Well, you did it slow, Lexi. If I don't do something, then...
Somebody help! Don't kill.
Isn't that exactly what was written in the diary? Like exactly that. I don't want to kill. I only remember fragments of what happened next. Suddenly I found myself wearing the killer's suit and holding the power saw. That voice from before was endlessly commanding me to kill, and I answered the call. I was on the hunt for Hiroko and Nozomi, and then... Stop! Stop it! It does seem that way, Court. My body turned the power saw on, and the two girls, despite every fiber of my being fighting against it.
No! Stay back!
Nozomi was trembling with fear and shock, on the verge of tears. I tried so hard to put distance between us, but my body did the exact opposite. No shot this is a choice, Akko. Surely, right? So I can be like, do you kill Nozomi or Hiroko? Please, you have to run away from me. We'll get us both if we don't do something. We need to split up. Right.
Kill. I'll kill you.
It would be funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. Why? Okay. This is me hitting D and A. It's inverse controls. Going after Nozomi. What if I just don't move? I think nothing happens. Maybe I'll try that afterwards. You kill yourself. Why are the controls inverse? Oh, hey. Nozomi, wait! I just want to talk! Have you heard of this cool minigame? I guess, Akko. I guess maybe it is symbolic.
this, Takumi. You lied to us and killed everybody. Why? I believed in you.
No, don't kill her. Get away from Nozomi. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost all control over it.
No, don't do it.
Aka, thinking about that, I think it'd be much more impactful if it did the opposite of what you wanted. If you didn't have to run all the way. If you picked A or D, and once you made that choice, you were locked in it. You actually did the opposite of what you wanted to do. But in this case, you could figure out what's happening pretty quickly and then choose still. But I see the concept. I see the vision. Please, no, don't kill her. No. Ah. I think people would dislike that. If you chose an option, the game just picked the other one. But I like it. I think that'd be really cool. Especially they made a point of saying that your body's doing the opposite of what you want. I vividly felt the sensation of the power saw cutting into Nozomi's body. I killed her. I stood rooted to the spot in a daze, covered in my victim's blood. Suddenly, a forceful impact connected with the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. I could see a wrench on the ground. In my haze, I realized it had been thrown at me. Who could have... No, I already knew. There's only one survivor left.
Hiruka.
Just gonna be credits? No. Oh, hi. Are we on the spaceship?
Where am I?
I woke up struggling to breathe, discovering my body had been restrained with rope. So you're finally awake. Hiriko!
Oh.
You seem to be yourself again. For now. When I think of it, I can move my body of my own volition again. What was that back there? You know what's happening to me, Hiriko? The missiles will be fired soon. I'll explain everything before then.
Huh?
All of it. Who the killer is and everything they've done.
Does this mean the killer is...
It's you. You're the one who destroyed Sirei. And you're the one who killed all 13 of our friends.
Oh, what are you talking about? That's not...
Oh.
I know you weren't aware. Your conscience is clean. I saw a post earlier about Mass Effect and I sent it to my friend. And she said, I promise I will go on my clarifying rant once I'm back from work. And I just saw she texted me. And it's paragraphs. I'm so excited to read this after stream. But 13 people still died at your hands, even if you weren't aware of it. I did this? No, that can't be right. Not only did she not stop, but she actively allowed him to continue and protected him. I first noticed something was strange with you on day 16. Day 16? That's the day you were attacked by the killer in the biolab, right? Yes. But the one who cornered me in the lab. It was you, Takumi. No way, I didn't do that. I believe it was around 11 p.m. I couldn't sleep, so I was walking around the school by myself. I saw you in the hallway on the second floor. Me? The night of day 16?
Oh.
You had a kitchen knife in your right hand. Something was off about your eyes and the way you were breathing. So I ran. You chased me with a horrific look on your face. It was clear you were trying to kill me.
Oh.
I ran into the biolab, but you caught up with me right away. You got into a struggle. You kicked me and sent me flying. I hit the back of my head and collapsed.
Huh.
I was barely conscious and able to move, and there was someone in front of me.
Hey!
The killer was about to attack you. I was trying to help. I'm afraid not. You're misremembering. misremembering?
Oh.
You're the one who attacked me, Takumi. I'm certain of it. Then someone in a black suit came to save me. What are you talking about? Oh, that was Hiriko, probably. Hiriko came to save herself. They attacked you and you lost consciousness. You came to almost right away. You threw yourself at the person in the suit. The two of you broke through the window and hurtled toward the ground. I assume you remember what happened after that? Just right, I remember. I was grappling with that person in front of the wall of fire. Just in the nick of time, I kicked their leg as hard as I could. I took the power saw and ran after them, then I lost them. The events of that day marked the moment I began to suspect you. There weren't any casualties at the time, so I couldn't be sure. But I had to consider the possibility you'd become host to a... Jai? I'm gonna say Jai. A host? Jai? What are you even talking about? I doubt you remember, but Jai are a parasitic organism we discovered in another timeline. Gee whiz. Oh! That's probably the shit that Darumi and Gaku were obsessed with. Right? Little thing that they were freaking out about. It's a terrifying organism that gradually eats away at the host's body and eventually takes it over completely. What? I had no proof you'd become infected, so I kept quiet. Eventually, though, we had our first casualty on day 25. That's when my suspicions grew stronger, so... Yeah, when they went on the field trip in the bus. I wonder if that's what they found. Yes, I was like, no, don't bring them back. They're like, oh, okay, and then went back anyways and clearly got those. But that was obviously... That happened way after this. Because that was after... everything here. While you were asleep, I ran a scan on your brain. When did you... You know what? Forget it. What did you find? There wasn't a G inside. I thought I must have been wrong. But on day 43, Moko was killed. And once again, I had a bad feeling. You being infected was the only explanation I could think of. So I checked your brain again. Second time, I still didn't find any Jai. Not only that, but Nozomi said that she ran away from the killer with you. Reluctantly, I decided to put aside my suspicions for the moment. That's why you were suddenly avoiding me and would sometimes seem like you had something to say? When Kurara died on day 64, I started to suspect you again. Did you check my brain again? Yes, very closely. And I learned something horrifying. Yeah, I don't know, Akko. Because that was... We ran with Nozomi before you got mod access to the suit. So maybe it was Hiriko or Takumi coming from another timeline to stop something. Even though there's no actual G in your brain, the G's data was eroding it. Huh? My hypothesis is you were infected with the G in another timeline. After that, you died as its host, and then your consciousness went back in time to day 2. When that happened, the G data in your brain went back to the past with you. How'd she die? Yeah. How did Moko die? I'm not sure. Moko died when neither of us were with her, so maybe there's a time... Maybe I'm misremembering there is a timeline we were separated where I could have stuck away and killed her. I just didn't think there was, but I could be misremembering. The data went with me? It appears my hypothesis was correct in the end. You killed Nozomi right in front of me after all. Time travel can't send physical matter back in time. G itself no longer physically existed in your brain. But its cognitive data still remained. Stop it! You honestly expect me to believe any of this? Does that mean you killed Nozomi of your own free will? And the other 12? Yes, I did smile. You didn't know what was happening. When the G awakens, your own consciousness vanishes. It's like some kind of split personality? It must have happened this way because you're only infected with G data. If the entire organism was in you, your brain and body would have fallen under its control immediately. Once you know he's infected, what do you do then? Naturally, I wanted to do something about it. I didn't know how to cure you. I considered blowing your brains out and putting you in their Vivomatic, but your head already got smashed on day 43. Right. I remember Nozomi telling me that happened.
Oh.
But the murder still didn't stop. I knew destroying your brain was futile. The revival system must have perfectly recreated that brain data stored in its database. I went to the library to do some research and try to find another way to cure you. That's when I found out about a certain drug. Drug? Cocaine. It made my days so much more bearable to be cracked the fuck up. It was possible that injecting you with it would remove the G data from your brain. So around dawn on day 67, I snuck into your room and administered the drug as you were sleeping. Is that why I didn't wake up for 3 days? Yes. The side effects of the drug I injected you with caused you to fall ill. Yeah, I wondered about that, Court. I thought I'd finally restored your brain to normal. Well, to be fair, if she was the one who did it, why would she be the one to have taken it to the lab then to get studied? In order to be sure, I examined your brain again the day after you woke up, day 71, but the G data was still there. What? I failed. The drug didn't work. Why? Why can't I get you out of Takumi? You lashed onto him and killed our friends. How long do you plan to toy with us?
Go to hell already, you filthy insect!
Ugh. Oh God.
Well done, Hiruko. You figured it out.
Can I not find... I want to find a specific voice clip. Nah, I probably can't find it. I'm trying to find DeFalco voice clip from... the voice clip... the one from Somnium Files. Well, you figured it out. Good line. Well done, Hiriko. You figured it out.
Gi.
Gi. Okay.
You finally
That's
showed
Gi.
yourself.
Would you like to hear what this filthy insect is up to while in control of Takumi? Only if you don't mind me sawing off your head with this power saw. You're too foolish to kill this man. The first one was Ava, the prisoner. I killed her on day 25. Takumi took the power saw he stole from the visitor out of the metal shop. Visitor. After breaking down the door to the cage, I sliced her to ribbons. And I was... What is your obsession with calling slicing things to ribbons? When I was done, I threw the power saw into the wall of fire to hide it, but Takumi immediately found it and recovered it. I had no idea he was watching. Who was he exactly? The boy covered in flames. He was so confused and scared whenever he saw me controlling Takumi. But enough about that. You and your little friends discovered the suit and helmet as well, correct? Shoma found them in the boys' bathroom. They definitely belonged to the person who came to save me in the biolab, didn't they? Yes, I believe the visitor was pursued by Takumi and forced to abandon them to move around faster. At any rate, you put them in the locker in the metal shop and Takumi set the combination, right? Only he knew the combination, or so you all thought. Takumi himself included. You were looking too. That's why you knew how to open the locker. Precisely. The second person I killed was Moko Mojiro on day 43. When Moko and Nozomi and Takumi were looking around the school at night, Takumi and Nozomi split up to look for Moko after she got separated from them. It was raining heavily when Takumi went outside, so he ended up completely soaked. I awakened around that time. I took over and made for the metal shop. I took the suit, helmet, and power saw from the locker, then sought after my prey. Alright, so I guess there was a good time then. I found Moko in the classroom on the first floor and killed her. Yeah, Akko's almost definitely Takumi from the other timeline. She resisted, but not even she was a match for my power saw. But I was caught in the act by Nozomi, who managed to evade me. I gave chase, figuring I could kill her while I was at it, and wound up in the leisure lounge. Just when I almost had her, I was tackled and fell into the pool. Nozomi used that opening to get away. A little more and I would have had her. I took off the suit and helmet and abandoned them along with the power saw so I could get out. Of course. That's why Yugamo found them in the pool. Why we didn't notice being soaking wet. Because, yeah. I returned to the school soaking wet, and that's where my memory ends. Takumi must have assumed he was wet from the rain, so he didn't realize what had actually happened. Indeed. After that, Takumi heard a scream, went running, and reunited with Nozomi. In a panic, Nozomi told him about Moko's murder, and the two of them went to the classroom on the first floor, the scene of the crime. Takumi had no idea her death was at his own hands. The rest is exactly as Yugamo told you. He recovered the power saw and suit I'd abandoned and chased you around. Hedonistic pervert if I've ever seen one. After he took your gear, you changed weapons, didn't you? Starting with my third victim, Takamaru. I believe it was early on day 51. I awoke once again and obtained a replacement suit and weapon from the metal shop. A raincoat and a dagger. I took them, snuck into Takamaru's room, and turned him into a bloody mess. Should have seen the look on his face when he woke up to being sliced open with a dagger. Once I killed Takamaru, I washed my hands there and returned to Takumi's room like normal. Then I hid the dagger and raincoat behind the ceiling panel in the bathroom and went back to sleep. What about your fourth victim, Kurara? She was murdered at dawn on day 64. Yes, the day Yugamo chased her and Takumi while dressed as a killer. Takumi was cornered in front of the defense room on the third floor with Yugamo holding the power saw over his head. Just then I woke up and Takumi lost consciousness. Satisfied after seeing the look of terror on Takumi's face, Yugamo turned and left. He's a real degenerate, that one.
Oh.
Just get on with it. You used Takumi's body to kill Kurara, right? Precisely. I took out the hidden dagger and raincoat and hunted down Kurara, who was hiding in the training room. She didn't even have enough time to cry or scream before I mercilessly sliced her to ribbons. Can you choose a different wording? Here's a different analogy. Come on. I finished the deed and returned the raincoat and dagger to their hiding spot. Then back at the defense room door, I once again fell into a deep sleep. So that's why Takumi believed he'd been passed out there the whole time. Akko's for the slow people. My fifth was Shoma, who I killed on day 77. I simply killed him when I woke up again. Nothing worth talking about. That's fucked up. Let me ask you one thing. Did you set the fire in the gym on day 80? My timed incendiary device worked out nicely, didn't it?
No.
I knew you were behind it. When was it? Day 78 when Takumi went with Ima, Kako, and Darumi to the metal shop. Around 2 p.m. I woke up and simply pretended to be Takumi. All of you were sleeping together in the gym and I'd been just waiting for my chance. I came up with a plan to secretly build a tiny incendiary device to plant there. Of course, I came up with a cover story so the other three wouldn't suspect me, and worked on it by myself. I struggled with the work. I couldn't finish the device that day. I had no choice but to continue it into the next day, still pretending to be Takumi. I finally finished the device at 2 in the afternoon, 24 hours after I started. You're saying Takumi's consciousness didn't return for over 24 hours? Yes. We didn't trade places at all during that time. I worked in a group with the twins and Darmy the next day, day 79 as well. I didn't even notice that we went over a day. I had the completed tiny incendiary device with me, pretended to go to the bathroom, and headed for the gym. I planted the device in the vaulting box. Then I went to find the rest of you. You were all in a panic over seeing the killer. Obviously the person in the suit wasn't me that time. And it was this visitor you alluded to before? Doesn't really matter. I'd achieved what I set out to do and went ahead with my original plan. I returned to the metal shop at 2:30. Nobody was there because of all the commotion over the killer. About an hour later, Takumi was awake again. And Ima, Kako, and Darmy came back. Takumi! Which one? Oh, this one? Yeah, probably. What are you doing here? Takumi underwent mitosis? Stop talking about me like I'm some kind of amoeba. I've been here the whole time. Dad, we just saw you going up the stairs. While you were gone, there was a huge commotion because the killer showed up again. I tried to catch them, but they got away. Everybody's still searching as we speak. He literally just talked to you. You don't remember? He told us we were in danger because the killer was around again, but then he went off on your own. It's only natural Takumi was confused. He never have imagined he spent the last 25 hours and 30 minutes unconscious. As planned, I activated the incendiary device I planted the evening of day 80. You all scattered and ran, and Takumi ended up with Darumi. Yugamu pretended to be the killer again and chased them, then they got separated. Takumi acted as a decoy and managed to get away from Yugamu, but unfortunately for him, I awoke once again. And so your sixth victim was Darumi. I got the raincoat and the dagger from my room and hunted down Darumi in the leisure lounge. I tore her apart and then threw what was left of her in the pool. That girl, she seemed to enjoy it. She was a real strange one. Enough commentary. What about number 7 and 8, Ima and Kako? Oh, that's simple. Takumi was working with them on day 83. Once I left the metal shop, my consciousness awoke. As usual, I got the raincoat and dagger out of my room and attacked them in the biolab. Right, come to think of it, the two of them seemed to be suspicious of Takumi as well. They're trying to catch him, but it was too little too late. Yeah, Court. I agree. Once it was done, I hid the raincoat and dagger in my room again and went back to the metal shop like nothing had happened. This whole thing seems to be like, how many times with the body? You'd be like, just to prove to you that we thought of everything. See, go back to the timeline. It all makes sense. It all adds up. This is what it's here for. Takumi's consciousness came back straight away. Naturally, he wasn't any the wiser about what had happened. As you're aware, the 9th person I killed was Gaku. Day 89, after Yugamu got caught, he agreed Gaku would take the suit and power saw to hide them somewhere. When I woke up on the night of day 90, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to get them back and kill Gaku while I was at it. I got the raincoat and dagger as always and visited his room. I threatened him with the dagger, demanded he show me where the suit and power saw were hidden. He led me to the library. They were hidden behind the bookshelf. Finally, I had my equipment back. Just when I was about to take them, Gaku suddenly tried to resist. I dropped my dagger on the floor during the struggle. When it was over, I had the power saw. I relentlessly sliced him with it, making sure to hit every last vital spot. Once I was sure he was dead, I immediately went back to Takumi's room. I hid everything in the bathroom ceiling and went to sleep. After that, I was able to use the power saw for my kills again.
Oh.
I'm aware. You used it on your 10th victim, Yugamu. Your reasoning skills are impressive, Hiriko. You're the most brilliant imbecile of them all.
Huh?
The night of day 92, I woke up, put on the suit, grabbed the power saw, and went after Yugamu. The power saw made short work at the door to the room he was being held in. I listened to his bones snap as they were torn apart by the spinning blades. I checked he was fully dead and returned to my room, careful not to be seen. Suspect Takumi then when he was being murdered, or? I think he probably did suspect Takumi as he was being murdered. It's possible, but I don't think it mattered. Once again, I hid everything in the bathroom and went to sleep. Before that part, I don't know why Yugamu would have been more suspicious of Takumi than of anyone else at that point. Considering, from his point of view, Hiriko could corroborate. Well, I guess Hiriko could corroborate that he saw the killer with her, even if she was lying about it. His belief was that he saw the killer with her on that first night. On day 16. Then came number 11, Kyoshika, who I killed on day 94 after a little bit of extra legwork. And also, it's probably fair to assume that he thought that Nozomi was with Takumi for more of the killer and Moko during that whole timeline. He didn't realize how separated they were at different points. You put slow-acting medicine in the water cooler the day before. You figured that out? If you were my host, I could kill so many more people. After the defensive battle on day 93, I took over and slipped the meds into the water supply. I maintained control right through until nightfall, and I broke down Kyoshika's door and killed her as she slept. Of course, the rest of you slept soundly until morning thanks to the drugs. Number 12, Tsubasa, hardly bears mentioning. On day 97, I woke up in Takumi's room, grabbed the power saw as usual. I set my sights on Tsubasa as she worked alone in the metal shop and ended her life. Despite the circumstances, she just kept on tinkering with her little project. She was practically begging for it. I was happy to oblige. You don't need me to explain the 13th victim, Nozomi. So are there any other questions? Why do you kill everyone on different days? I thought you're more than capable of taking us all out at once.
I couldn't predict when I'd wake up. It came in episodes. So I was forced to adapt to whatever the circumstances were whenever I woke up. Which meant having to kill you one by one. Besides, if Takumi were to wake up while I was doing my work, I'd be in trouble. I was just doing what it seemed like I'd be able to do while I still had control.
So it wasn't intentional.
Well, there was plenty of enjoyment to be had as a murderer. Such as figuring out who to kill, when to do it, and how. Plus, there was Takumi's utter despair watching you get picked off, one by one, without ever realizing the truth. Not to mention, the way you suffered for Takumi, as you started to notice me. I wish I could enjoy it all over again. It would have been a waste to massacre all of you at once, clearly.
I have one last thing to ask. It's about day 16 in the biolab when you almost killed me.
Oh.
That mysterious person in the suit who suddenly showed up. The one who kicked you away and saved me. Who was that exactly? You mean the visitor? Surely that finely tuned intuition of yours had already worked it out. Don't tell me.
Ha!
Zonk.
God.
Bro allowed himself to sleep.
Takumi, are you back?
Hideko. Why didn't you tell me?
I mean, if everyone knew, they would have killed you. That's why I couldn't say anything. I couldn't let that happen.
But you didn't even tell me.
The result would have been the same. The guilt would have driven you to take your own life. Trust me. I know what kind of person you are.
Suicidal one, apparently.
The final attack is starting soon. When the missiles launch, all life on the surface will end, including us. If we don't get into the escape pod.
Hideko. I have one final request. Get on the escape pod without me.
Ghostboy pumping his fist right now. Yeah!
Takumi.
My brain's been eroded by Gi data, right? If nobody knows how to remove it, there's no point in me surviving. So, please.
I know. If that's what you want.
Won't that not matter if he's gonna go back in time to day 2 again on a different time loop anyways?
But don't worry. I'm not going to leave you.
I guess.
I'll stay by your side until the end.
That's fair.
Don't tell me you mean to. Are you crazy? Just get in the pod without me.
I can't. It's too late. The final attack starts in 2 seconds.
Aww. That's more romantic than it looks. Here we go. Please don't cry anymore. If we get to meet again, I promise. Next time. Damn. That's sweet, I think. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Hell yeah. Get the credits because they have spoilers. Slasher route. Okay. Goodbye, Kiss. Oh, 72. That's one of the ones I need for Story Lock 1, which I kind of figured I would. Slasher route. Goodbye, Kiss. Well, go after whom? Oh man, I was like, oh great, I get to go back here and talk to Nozomi instead of Hiriko. I have to do this. I don't have to do this first. I'm going to do this first. I can do whichever one. I like doing it backwards order. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Na 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 na. My mom has, I think it was a friend of hers who her husband talks in his sleep and would do stuff in his sleep, and he would document it on a blog. And one of the ones was he woke her up by pushing her off the bed and saying, "Na na 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 na, I pushed you off a cliff." And she went, "What cliff?" And he goes, "The cliff of vowels. You know, A-E-I-O-U." I think about that every so often. Uh-huh. No, don't kill her. Get away from Hiriko. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost all control over it. You're not Takumi, are you? When did you get into his butt? Stop! Stop! Get away from her! No! Ah! Ow. I stared blankly at the devastation in front of me. Hiriko's blood felt warm running down my body. I killed her? Get owned. Suddenly a forceful impact connected with the back of my head and I fell to the ground. I could see a fire extinguisher in front of me. In my haze, I realized it had been thrown at me.
Takumi.
I managed to look up and saw Nozomi looking down on me, holding the power saw. I almost got a good upskirt shot of her, but I didn't.
How could you? How could you? I believed you, Takumi.
No, that's not it, Nozomi. It was against my will. As hard as I did to scream, no words came out. All I could do was look up at her.
You killed everybody. You tricked us this whole time.
No, you have to listen to me, Nozomi.
Everybody's dead because of you. Because of you.
It's giving Akane ZTD. Oh my god, what's the name of the fragment? Oh, I know it. It's gonna bother me if I don't look it up. I know the name of the fragment because it's an icon. It's the C team fragment. I'm looking this up. I don't care if this is there. I'll let you tell me first. You can slice me up real quick. Okay, thank you. Suspicion. I know that you get it. You know what I'm talking about, but I need to know the name of it. It's Suspicion.
I didn't do it.
I felt blood streaming out the wounds opened up by the power saw. Where did I go wrong? Somebody tell me! Hiriko. Where did I go wrong? Oh, nice happy music. 71. Special route. Revenge. Nyom. Now let's see what Nozomi wanted. Let's talk to Nozomi about Karuha. And completely blow off Hiriko, even though she didn't really tell us much anyways that night. Nozomi! I can't wait to get to the timelines where I choose different options for fighting the killer. I just end up dying. Right now I want to keep talking to Nozomi. Sorry, Hiriko. I'll go to the cafeteria after I'm done here. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't think you'll believe me. That's fine. Will you hear me out? Of course. Oh, maybe we should go somewhere else? Yeah, you're right. Everybody's asleep. Why don't we take a walk outside? Sounds good to me. We need to be quiet so we don't wake them up. A million words ran through my head as I made my way up the stairs with Nozomi. How do I even broach the topic of Karuha Kashimiya? Would she believe me if I told her the two of them were the same person? I hope the sky's clear tonight. Think they could see us from the satellite if we waved? Nozomi was walking beside me and smiling innocently while I was agonizing. There's no sense in trying to dress up what I want to say. Even if she won't believe me, I should just lay it all out. I just made up my mind when Hey, did you hear something just now? Is someone here? I quickly looked around, but the midnight hall was pitch black and silent. Sorry, I must be imagining things. Let's hurry. Yes. I had a bad feeling about all this, so I tried to speed up, but the very next moment... Just let me run! This way! Where is he? Okay, there he is. Hey, buddy. Hey, Yugamu. I know that's you in there. Yeah. Where is this going? Where is this route going? I am confusion. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I know. It's right in her crotch. Good. It's no good. At this rate, they're gonna catch us both.
Yeah!
There's only let's split up. I'll try to lead the killer away. Takumi, you can't do that. You don't have time to argue. Just go. All right, but be careful. Oh, darn. Okay. I wanted to chase her. Hi. Yugamu, stop. I know it's you. I really am tired of doing this. Jukes. Oh man, right up my butt. Huff. Managed to stay one step ahead so far, but now the killer had me cornered. It couldn't get any worse than this. There's nowhere left to run. I have to make my stand here. Preparing to attack, I reached for my infuser, but my vision blurred as my body went flying down the stairs. Impact caused my head to slam against the wall and I started to black out. I'm fading fast. Gotta keep my eyes open. I managed to refocus my vision just in time to see the power saw coming down at me. This feels familiar. I wasn't sure why, but despite my many encounters with the killer, I hadn't been killed yet. I'm sure things will work out this time. Somehow. Oh my god. So, I mean, yeah. Like, that doesn't make sense with what we know. Because that's a Yugamu. Okay, we're not dead, though? Or are we? How long had it been since then? I lost all sense of the passage of time. I still couldn't believe the boy laid out in front of me was dead.
Why? Why you too, Takumi?
No matter how much I questioned him, he didn't answer.
He's really dead.
Is Hiro coming back to kill you? Yeah, maybe. We separated while we were running from the killer late last night. I went looking for Takumi later. When I found him on the landing of the staircase, he was unrecognizable.
Takumi. No. No. No!
I never should have invited him out. If I hadn't, he might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Takumi.
Yeah, it is interesting. I cried nonstop over his cold, dead body. My tears had dried by the time the others came looking for us. The night fell again, and so did my tears. Exhausted from crying, I eventually fell asleep. Oh, okay. We're really going. Ding dong, bing bong. Huh? I must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, I discovered myself curled up in bed, still wearing my clothes. My eyes are swollen and sore from crying all day yesterday. If I keep crying like this, everyone's gonna worry about me. I need to pull myself together. I'll wash my face and then go to the cafeteria. I need to talk about what happened. When I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone was already there eating breakfast. Oh, Lady Nozomi, are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm fine now. Thanks for asking, Kyoshika. Are you interested in sampling my dear sister's special du jour? It'll perk you right up. It's an energy boost parfait made of liver, fermented soybeans, grated yams, and topped with chocolate-covered bananas. Fresh out of the kitchen. I appreciate the thought, but I'll just have something light this morning. I got some fruit and yogurt and sat at the table with everybody. Can we talk about the killer yet? I want to hear about it so bad that I woke up this morning absolutely miserable. Doremi, really? No, it's fine. I came plenty to talk about it. If you feel like you're ready, Nozomi. Actually, it seems you weren't the only ones who saw the killer that night. Really? Who else saw them? Mistress Hiriko and Shoma, apparently. No fair. I want to see the killer, too. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, but when I stepped out into the hall, I heard someone running. It was dark, so I couldn't really see, but they were wearing all black and holding a power saw. Yes, and after that, Sir Shoma came to get the rest of us. I was off on my own at the time. I saw the killer in the hall by the cafeteria. I went after them, but they lost me. And while I was looking, I heard you scream, Nozomi. Everyone came running to where you were, but Takumi, he was already... Tried to explain in as much detail as possible what happened to us that night. As we got separated, I wasn't sure what Takumi's final moments were like. I had no idea where the killer ran off to either. Dang, nobody even saw where the killer went. That's the most important part. There's nothing we can do. I didn't even find any clues. Takumi's cause of death was blood loss due to his wounds from the power saw. Is that correct, Yugamu? Huh? Oh yeah. I believe the murder weapon's exactly what everyone reported they saw. Am I going to die too? How do we fight against this killer? The killer's human but inhuman. No matter how many times I kill them, they won't stay dead. None of it makes any sense. Oh, what the heck, man? You're freaking me out. Just a little quote from somebody somewhere.
Oh.
Anyway, it's dangerous for us to be alone. We should probably travel in groups from now on. Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Let's make sure we're keeping a close eye on each other at all times. Eriko's real confused. We swore we'd stick together to avoid further casualties. The reality that awaited us is all too cruel. Everyone still died? The killer took their time attacking us, almost as if they were mocking us. Those of us still alive huddled together, overwhelmed by despair. And soon we'd reach day 98 in a cold, empty world. Huh. Yeah, Hiriko dies next. What time is it now? I looked at a nearby clock to see it was already past 1 in the morning. Another sleepless night. I haven't been getting any sleep lately. I think about the killer appearing out of nowhere and then my friends getting murdered one by one. I feel like I'm losing my mind. We've seen Nozomi's room before in other timelines. What I'm wondering is... I like her bunny. Yeah. I wonder if Akumi's body is still able to do killing with the I don't remember how it's pronounced. Gi? I don't know. But yeah. I wonder if his body's able to do the killing after he's dead. Gi? Yeah. The only ones left now are Tsubasa, Shoma, Kyoshika, and me.
Please, someone help us.
What is it? My heart did a somersault. My doorbell suddenly rang. Who could be here this late at night? Opening the door might be dangerous. I mulled over whether I should go to the door or not when... Hey, Nozomi. Are you awake? Mind letting me in? A voice. Tsubasa? I slowly and warily opened the door. Standing there was... Tsubasa, alone and anxious looking. What's the matter? Did something happen? Sorry, I know it's late. It's just... I'm scared to be alone. Can I sleep with you? What do I do? Do I let her in? Are we gonna make a choice? We've all been keeping to ourselves lately. A series of murders that is beginning to suspect even our friends. I didn't get the sense Tsubasa was acting suspiciously, and I was so lonely I just wanted to be around someone for a change. And then they fucked me out sloppy style. Yeah, of course. I couldn't sleep either. Yay! Thank you, I'll be coming in then. Oh, I brought some snacks. Want to share? This is just like a sleepover. Let's chat until we get tired. We spread the snacks across the bed and started to talk about random things. Our favorite candy stores in TRC, our horoscopes, our favorite TV shows, places we wanted to visit. We were so engrossed in the conversation, I was able to forget my constant stress and anxiety for a while. When was the last time I laughed like this? Before I knew it, it had gotten quite late. Wow, look at the time. Do we get some sleep soon? Yeah, since you're here, I feel like I might finally get some decent sleep. Me too. I've been so scared every night because of the killer. Let's do this again tomorrow. I matched Tsubasa's innocent grin and nodded in agreement. I'll make the bed so you can use the bathroom for... What was that sound? Wasn't that you? No, I didn't do anything. What? Suddenly we heard the sound of someone rattling the doorknob. Someone's here. Maybe one of the others got too scared to sleep too. So wait and see. It's locked, so we should be fine. We huddled together, holding our breath and silently staring at the door. Are they gone? After a brief silence, we held our hand to our hearts, relieved the eerie sound was gone. Maybe we should check just in case. Could have been some kind of emergency. Boss approached the door, but just then... I hear the power saw. Oh, are they trying to break the door down? It's the killer. They're coming for us. Yeah, literally. Do not look. This is a horror movie. There's only one way to escape the window. The boss said this way. We need to run. Right. We escaped through the window and ran straight for the inside of the school. Pant, pant. We need to hide somewhere quick. Barely avoiding tripping over our own feet, we frantically rushed down the stairs. Just as we were looking for a place to hide. Eek! Suddenly they were behind us. The killer power saw at the ready. No, this can't be happening. Nozomi, run! Ah! My hand just wasn't on the keyboard. I just am never ready for it. I should have been ready for it, but I really just wasn't. Where did you come from? Gives the boss a haircut. She needs one. Relentlessly pursued by the killer, we fled to the metal shop. Let's hide in here. We hid in the darkness, stifled our breath, and curled up into little balls. I could feel the boss's body trembling. My heart felt like it was about to burst. We jumped to the sound of footsteps coming down the hall. Please, please, just go past us. I prayed desperately as I clung to Tsubasa. I held my breath, hoping we wouldn't make any noise that would give us away. Just then... Hi, buddy. Ah! No, they found us! The killer spotted us and stood with their power saw at the ready. No, stay back! We quickly tried to put some distance between us, but there was nowhere to run. We need to keep Tsubasa safe. I was just about to stand up to protect her when... I'll hold them off! Run, Nozomi! Tsubasa! Tsubasa suddenly grabbed a hammer from the workbench and lunged at the figure in the black suit. You know, the Gi, whatever this is, this parasite thing, and Yugamu's theory from the original Invader Hunt being the sponsor was controlled by dead bodies. It could be dead bodies possessed by Gi. If that's possible. The killer hesitated for a moment and easily dodged her attack. Tsubasa, get back! I'll help! There's no way I'm gonna leave her here alone. I need to fight with her. In a panic, I grabbed something that seemed like it could work as a weapon and face the killer before I could even get ready to strike. Yeah, it is very cool. Also very interesting. I'm wondering who killed him. My vision was instantly soaked in red. The scene in front of me left me unable to speak. Tsubasa collapsed, slashed by the power saw. Blood gushed out from her as I watched helplessly. The horrible gurgle, a large quantity of blood spewed out from Tsubasa's mouth. For some reason, the killer lowered the power saw and left without sparing me so much as a glance. What's happening? Shouldn't they come for me next? More importantly...
Tsubasa, hold on! I'll get you to the Revive-O-Matic right away!
I hurried to lift up her body, but...
Me stay alive.
Tsubasa! Tsubasa! No!
The life drained out of Tsubasa's face, and I felt her body slowly go limp. One second. I managed to carry her blood-soaked body to the Revive-O-Matic, but it was too late. There was no bringing her back. Time passed and night fell on day 98. I explained to the others that Tsubasa had been killed right after it happened. The atmosphere was somber, all of us struggling to find the words to say. It was possible the killer might show up even as we sat here in silence. I lifted my head with resolve. I want us to assume the killer isn't one of us for a minute. Because we need to discuss the things we still don't understand about them. Right. Why does the killer methodically kill one person at a time, even if there are others present? Yeah, that's what happened with me and Tsubasa. Ima and Kako are the only exceptions. They're basically one person. The killer could easily have killed me, but he only went after Tsubasa. The army once said the killer enjoys the thrill. Maybe they're doing it for fun. Is it possible they're an invader? There's no comprehending their logic. If they were, I think the school's defense system would have set off the alarm. And even if they managed to get past it somehow, wouldn't an invader be more inclined to kill us all off at once? I doubt the killer's an invader, but that just brings us right back to our first question. Who's doing this? We're the only three left. We can't exactly split up to go looking for clues. That reminds me. I picked this up in the hallway earlier. Is that the organic life detection device? Tsubasa must have dropped it while you were running from the killer. I see. I suppose this makes it a memento now. The number showed it used to be so large. I think tearful I took her from Kyoshika, flipped the switch, but then... 5? Huh? The number on the display was 5. What does it mean, 5? It counts the killer in hiding, so it should be the survivors plus 1, right? There's 3 of us and 1 killer, which means anything but 4 doesn't make sense. When has there been another person here? Maybe it's broken. Or maybe someone came back to life? Perchance? Let's go see. Immediately headed for the morgue and counted the bodies of everyone stored there. No matter how many times you recounted, it was clear no one had come back. We even ran a test on the organic life detection device and made sure it wasn't broken. But then, what could be happening here? I marched on, indifferent to our growing confusion. Intruder alert began blaring just as the sun was rising on day 99. There was no telling how long the 3 of us would be able to hold out, but I hadn't forgotten Tsubasa's last words. I'm wondering if it's counting the Gi as an organic life, maybe? But then wouldn't they have noticed it way before after Takumi died? No, but the Gi's not actually physically there, is it? So it wouldn't count. Never mind. I don't know. I'm gonna assume they never found the invader in the school, so that's plus 1. And there's another plus 1. Even if I end up as the only one left, I have to fight until the very end. I balled my hand into a tight fist and stepped into the war room. Maybe it is reanimating Takumi in a way that's causing him to show up on the life device, but he's just hiding under the sheet in the morgue. It's time for the final battle. It's ridiculous a walking dumpster fire like me survived this long, but I'll fight as best I can until the bitter end. I've long since made up my mind as well. Let's go, Holy Jumanji Sword. I have not a shred of regret in this life of mine. Wait, before we do this, there's something I have to show you. I pulled out something I prepared beforehand. What's that? By open for fighting commanders, the boss and I worked on it together. Boss had approached me for help before Takumi was killed. I think maybe it all started when Yagami told us about the commander's DNA cells. The chaos caused by the killer delayed our progress, but we got our trump card ready in time for the final showdown. We should be able to do some serious damage to Vashnis with this. I can't waste it. Lady Nozomi, we owe you, and Lady Tsubasa, we shall graciously accept your kindness. Let's go. Time to show those invaders what we're made of. Are we gonna actually have to fight? Oh shit. Nozomi POV. Hell yeah. I have not seen this in a hot minute. God, I love Nozomi POV. She's so fucking cool. Right? This fight's insane. We have Shama, who literally can do no damage. Kyoshika, who's actually pretty good. And Nozomi, who's insane as a healer. Well, that's it. Okay. I'm glad I'm not having to fight.
That's... Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all.
The power of the Second Coming? Yeah, literal impossible fight. To be fair, with a 1 lane, it's pretty easy to spam attacks and agility potions to kind of just get everything in 1 round or 2 rounds. The Second Coming makes me think like Takumi / Hiriko being able to time travel as the Second Coming. Yeah. Don't tell me what to do. Vestius is sick as fuck. I'm not skipping her. I will skip the fight though because I've already locked onto that choice. Goodbye. Woo, wave 2 end. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. Ooh.
How pathetic. But so be it. I will send you to hell. Let me save.
Not on my watch!
Takumi was the one who said not to. Oh wait, yeah. She was the one who told Takumi to use this
What's that
weapon
sound?
at this time. Device by a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Vestius' body.
It worked!
Lady Nozomi! Now is the time to finish her! No need, Kyoshika.
Get owned. The Great Gak. I got 12,000 BP for that. Hell yeah. Almost back at 100k. I did it. We beat the invaders. I'm still having trouble believing it. I was surprised Vestius went down in such a disappointing matter. You're a super wiener, Squeal. All that's left is to go to the artificial satellite tomorrow and everything will finally be over, right? Yeah. We saved all the people up there. That being said, we couldn't truly celebrate the deaths of our friends knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere. There's a lot of complex emotions weighing us down. Even still, we just have to get through one more day. Aqua, there's about 20 you could be talking about. Her ult quote. Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. When Takumi told us on day 100, tomorrow there'll be final assault launched into the school. We need to stay alive for the sake of humanity. We need to get away from the killer. Finally, we made it to the morning of day 100. Soaking up the light from the sun high up in the blue skies, I quietly looked out across the school grounds. I needed to get down to the schoolyard as soon as possible to check on the escape pod if nothing else. Takumi said the missiles will be launched on day 100, but things seem to be the same as ever. No sign of any missiles. Oh, wait, everybody over there! I pointed to the top of the school building. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Are those turrets? Are the missiles charged with undying flames going to come out of those?
Yeah. When the school shifts into attack mode and fires the missiles, all of the invaders will be killed.
They look so sinister. By the way, where's that escape pod you mentioned? It was just then an announcement rang out all around us. I've heard this one before. Oh, look there!
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 300 and...
It's just like Sir Takumi said. There really is a way for us to escape. If we get on that thing, we'll be saved. Suddenly, the faces of all the friends we lost flashed through my mind. Sorry for leaving you behind. We'll take all your hopes and dreams with us. Okay, let's leave this planet and head for the artificial satellite. Onward. We carry the hopes and dreams of humanity with us. The very second we started walking toward the escape pod. They were suddenly right in front of us. Their powers are roaring. You're kidding? Right now? Your time has come. Villainous killer, I'll punish you for your crimes. Wait, they're headed for the escape pod. Please, no. Concerned with us, the killer began to hack and saw at the escape pod, tearing it apart. What? We must stop them. No, Kyoshika, if you get too close, you'll be killed. But the escape pod... It's already too late. The pod can't launch like that. At this rate, when the missiles launch, will... No. Are we destined to die here like the others? We have no way to stop the missiles. The killer will probably get us first anyway. In that case... Everybody over here! Lady Nozomi! Run, quickly! The school bus! Don't tell me we're gonna use this to escape! If it's between this or being murdered, I'll take my chances. Alright, let's get as far away as possible. I am Kyoshiko Magadori, the swordsman who never says die. I'll struggle until my last breath. The decision made, we boarded the bus. I sat in the driver's seat, started the engine, and firmly gripped the steering wheel. I slammed on the gas and we cut through the schoolyard at a ferocious speed.
I'm taking us through the wall of fire!
Verily, if we cross the wall, the killer won't be able to follow us.
Happy birthday, Hiroko! Died of the killer, died of nukes.
They're right in front of us!
We're gonna run them over?
Hold on tight, you two.
Not hesitating, I floored it. Thunk! There's a violent impact and the killer went flying. The school bus kept moving through the schoolyard at a breakneck speed.
Did we get them?
Yes! There's no way the killer came away from that unscathed.
Oh my god.
What's that sound?
I think underneath the bus, cutting up at the engine from below. Suddenly there was a dull sound from the roof of the bus. The next moment, they're from the roof? When Nozomi becomes a badass, that's our... She's always in badass.
They punched through the roof?
The killer was mere feet away in the back of the bus, power saw in hand. The wall of fire is right in front of us. If I hit the brakes now, we'll get caught in the missile launch. If I don't stop, the killer will get us instead. What should I do? We're gonna make a decision here. Nozomi decision. This is an insane route. What now? That's a good question, man. The wording is insane. Now run to the fucking wall. Just because the wording on that's so funny. Run into this is what we're doing. I can't stop here, which means I'm just gonna have to take a chance. I pressed down harder on the gas. The engine growled as the bus sped up. The bus raced ahead, barreling towards the wall of fire and beyond the daily. So true. There's a concrete barrier in the way. I didn't let up on the gas.
Nozomi, what are you doing?
Get down and hold on tight, guys.
I pressed the pedal down as far as it would go. The concrete barrier came closer and closer until...
We're going to hit it!
Yeah, no shit. I think that's intentional. The bus slammed head on to the barrier, violently rocking the vehicle and bringing us to a sudden stop. Momentum was enough to launch the killer forward, and then... The killer flew through the windshield and was thrown toward the undying flames. With horrible cries of agony, the killer burned to death in the flames without us ever knowing who they really were. Get owned. After abandoning the now destroyed bus, we wandered around outside the wall of fire. With no destination, we were just trying to get somewhere far away. I wonder how much longer until the missiles launch. Yeah, no, we were fine. She said hold on, so we're fine. I have no clue. Could be in a minute. It could be in an hour. They were seatbelts. So true. This is actually a sponsored ad by Big Seatbelt. What I do know is if we give up now, we don't stand a chance.
Truly, it's game over if we resign ourselves now.
That's right. Maybe there's some kind of bomb shelter or something around.
Let's go. Even if the missiles launch in 1 minute, moving is better than doing nothing.
Prof, this character reminds me of you, by the way.
Yeah, we're together until the end, guys.
And then the bomb went off and we all died. We just kept on walking forward. There's no telling what would happen, but even so, there's nowhere to return to, so I never looked back. He's kind of like Bub's PFP. The three of us. Just the three of us. The three of us. Route 070. Okay. My frames, they're gone. Back? I think we're back. It's showing me green, so I'm going to assume we're back. Surely this is the last branch, surely. Because where I am, yeah, I'm going to do stand and fight. I'm going to do this now and then call it. I know there's a couple of things I can go further back and do different routes, but I'll do those tomorrow. This is it for me as well. Although I am kind of interested in attacking Akko. So maybe I will stream for another 26 minutes. As long as it's recorded. Yeah, it looks like it was brief. Good thing I'm ending stream anyways in a second. But I blame Nozomi. My frames do not drop this hard when Takumi is the protag. It's the girl's fault. Anyways, the hack slinging slasher's here to kill us. Gonna be route 69. This might be route 69, guys. I might get into 69 right here. This might be the perfect time to stop. I have to stop the killer. I immediately slammed the fire extinguisher button and stood up from my seat. Yeah! I tackled the killer with all my might.
Lady Nozomi!
Grr. Frames, are we good? Okay. It's just going off and on, but looks like we're almost at the end, so it's fine. Surely.
No! Nozomi!
She's probably just gonna die, and it's gonna be the ending. The two of us are flung off the bus and into the schoolyard, our bodies still entangled. We made out. A sharp pain ran through as we hit the ground. Still, I managed to muster the strength to get up. Mustard. I saw the school bus on the horizon passing through the wall of fire. For some reason, there wasn't a concrete block this way, even though we went in a straight line both times. Now if they can find somewhere to take refuge far away from here. Those fires are supposed to engulf the entire earth. Did the killer faint? Maybe they hit their head when they were thrown from the bus. They were laid out flat on the ground. The power saw had fallen out of their hand and landed somewhere far off.
This is the person who killed everyone.
I fearfully stretched out my hands and placed them on the murderer's helmet. Who are you? Why did you do this to us? Desperately trying to stop my hands from shaking, I slowly pulled off the strange headgear.
No way!
As soon as I tried to speak, I felt a violent piercing pain jolt through my side. I've been stabbed? My side burned like it was on fire. I felt the blood trickling out of me. As my vision began to dim, I locked eyes with the killer as he stared down at me.
Why?
I pathetically croaked out the question, but all I got in return was silence. He didn't say a word, simply looking down at me with a look I've never seen on anyone's face before. Why? I couldn't form the words to ask the question any longer. Suddenly I stopped feeling pain. I stopped feeling anything. I was starting to fade. Please let Kyoshika and Shoma survive somehow. I felt my tears spill down my cheeks as my consciousness faded into a deep, endless darkness. Bye, Takumi. I mean, she says he very clearly there. So. A couple times, so. 69! Yeah. It was you. Okay, that's 4 of the probably. Not going to show you. No, they're saving that big reveal for the final route. So each of the routes so far have had 8 endings. That was you and not show. Yeah. Because they hate us. Let's go back to where my next choice is. It'll be this one here, which will be to dodge the attack instead of jumping out the window. This is right after we kill Moko. But obviously not doing that tonight. I guess not obviously. These routes are probably gonna take like 5 minutes next stream altogether, but I am so tired I don't want to risk another another long route like that. So I am going sleep. Interesting route, yeah. I am very interested in what happens next. Next time, after I finish Slasher route, I'm going to go all the way back to another Eido's Alive route. I think I might go to revealing my secret. I might go all the way back there. Because I think that's my only option on the Eido's Alive route. Yeah, because everything else here is a romance route. So, next time, find out what happens when I tell everyone I'm from the future. Woo! Thank you for watching. I'll be back. Today's Tuesday. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm almost positive. Bye-bye.